Live coverage of the Alabama Bass Trail is presented by AmFirst Credit Union and sponsored by Phoenix Boats, Landers McClarty Chevrolet, McGraw-Webb Chevrolet, Jax, Garmin, Rapala, VMC, Crush City, Pro Guide Batteries, Mountain Dew, American Bait Works, TH Marine, and FishAlabama.org.
Hello, friends and neighbors, and welcome to stop number 2, the Alabama Bass Trail North Division, presented by Phoenix Boats here on beautiful Smith Lake in Jasper, Alabama. We're going to kick things off the way we always do at each and every Alabama Bass Trail by honoring our great nation with the playing of our national anthem. All right, here we go. As you can see, we've got a lot of boats starting to stack up here at Smith Lake Dam. Before we get the tanks up here stacked up with spotted bass and largemouth, we're going to bring up the one and only, the boss lady, Miss Kay Donaldson. It turned out to be a beautiful day despite what we normally get at the Alabama Bass Trail, and I think we're fixing to see some bass from these 221 teams out here today trying to win $15,000.
It is. You know, it's always great to come to Smith Lake. I cannot say enough about Linda Lewis, the volunteers here, and how smoothly things went this morning. That is a credit to the Alabama Bass Trail team, but it's also a credit to the volunteers that showed up at 4 a.m. I mean, rolled out the red carpet for these guys. And, I mean, you can't do events this size without having that kind of, kind of co-workers, really. So I'm excited to be here. 11th time we've been to Smith Lake, actually 12th time because we came here for a 100 as well. So 12th time we've been here to Smith Lake, and it's always been a fun tournament, and we always see a lot of bass weighed in, and I think we're here at a perfect time.
Without a doubt. This is, I come here with my kids a lot on spring break. This is always the week, and it is the most fun. My kids think Jasper, Alabama is basically Disney World. That's how they've been brought up, and for good reason. This is an amazing facility, an amazing lake, and we know it's going to show out this afternoon.
You know, partnerships like this with people like Alabama Power, you know, Walker County, the Chamber of Commerce, this is why fishing is economic development in these communities, and that's why they invest in tournaments like us, like Bass, like MLF, to come here and have these anglers spend time on their water, spend their money in their stores and restaurants and things like that. So thank you to everyone in Walker County and in Jasper, and let's weigh some fish.
Let's do it. Do we have anybody ready yet? Man, I guess, Kay, you should have told some jokes. They're not ready yet. They're loading these boats out. Let's we've got a couple guests here today. We were joined today. Mr. Jason Duran had somewhere to be. He had to work for Phoenix Boats at another event. So we have Mr. Matt Lee, Bass Pro Tour Pro and local boy on Smith Lake, join us on the live. And me and Darian Craig, he had to put up with us today out on the water. We got our first team. Jamie Chapman, Elliott Galt. 5 bass today. Going to kick things off right here at stop number 2. 5 that are going to weigh 996. Did we ever have any opportunities at some bigger fish today out there?
Yeah, broke off on one largemouth earlier this morning. Found a bunch of largemouth in practice. There a bunch of small ones have moved up into the buck brush, and you think when you're flipping shallow water that when you set the hook it's going to be a good one, but we caught 30 fish today, and that's all we got.
We got a lot of bites. That's a fun day. That's what Smith's all about. We appreciate you guys, and we'll see you down the road at the next one, 996. Good news is you're in the lead. If you pay me enough money, I'll stop the weigh-in now. That's how it works. Miss K, if I stop the weigh-in, how much? I can't do that. Okay. Miss K actually says I cannot indeed stop the weigh-in. It's against the rules. The trouble coming up here right now. Boat number 13 coming up next with 5 fish. Packy Lawrence and Jeremy Holden. We got an update from you guys on live with the one and only Mr. Matt Lee. Said you guys had a good one. Looks like a good bag of fish here.
We had a decent one. We didn't have a real good one.
He said you had a 9-pounder.
No.
That's what Matt said on live. 1068 for Jeremy and Packy. How we catch them today?
Looking at them.
Looking at them? On a screen or with your eyeballs? I guess technically it's both.
Screen.
On a screen.
If we'd had another hour, they just moved into the ditches. This last flight, if they figured it out, they're going to catch them.
I just said just a few minutes ago that these later flights, it's probably going to happen now that we finally got some sun.
Yeah. All the largemouth have moved back there. We got how many? 4 in 20 minutes. We got 4 big bites in 20 minutes. I lost 2 of them, 3 of them.
Go get a honey bun and think about it. Jeremy, new leaders, by the way. Congratulations. You're in the lead. Nobody coming up. 2 limits. First 2 limits. So last weekend, I played hooky. You guys were down at Martin. I had another event I had to work. 221 teams, 219 limits were weighed, right?
Yeah.
What will we see today? What's your over-under? How many limits are we going to see at Smith Lake? Because we can weigh overs and unders. How many limits are we going to see?
I think today, I believe we'll see probably 120 limits.
120. I'm going to price this right you and say at least 170 limits. Daniel Montgomery?
I'm going to go 160.
Y'all remember, somebody write that down. I don't know what the bet is, but somebody write it down. Some more fish coming to the tanks. Boat number 12. Troy and Rhonda Price. 4 fish today. 4 good ones. 8-20. Who let the limit fish get off?
I did.
You took them? Okay. All right. You should have took the blame for that. That way you're not in trouble.
Well, I couldn't remember because we had several get off, but yeah, it was my mistake. I was a captain.
Okay, all right. Well, we appreciate you guys fishing with us. Thank you so much. Lee Brown, LJ Brown, boat number 18. 9.59 for 5. Did we have any more we left out there?
None.
None at all.
No.
So you can't even blame each other. Well, we'll see you guys down the road. Appreciate you. The Paytons, Cody and Randy Payton coming up next. Boat number 14. Another 5-fish limit out of Smith Lake. New leaders with 10.82. Do you want us to stop the weigh-in?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. For just a little bit. Kay actually said I'm not allowed to do that. I probably need to quit telling that joke before I get protested. I think we're fixing to bust this Pro Guide leaderboard wide open with a new leader for sure. Early in the weigh-in, 5 fish. Coming up, good ones. Boat number 8, Craig Grubbs and Matt Ferguson. Watch this, ladies and gentlemen. 2026. The fireworks have started early. Let's hold them up. We're going to weigh a big one for sure. How do you pick which one of those we're going to weigh for a big one? I'd say it's that one. Whoo. Smith Lake Largemouth showing up in a big way. 2026. A 701 Mountain Dew Big Bass. I'm not going to say the fat lady has sung on Big Bass in Smith Lake, but she might be tuning up. Goodness gracious alive. Let's get them out here. Let's hold them up for Brenton. Here, I'll grab a fifth one. Let me hold one. I only hold exclusive spotted bass limits. I discriminate against these ugly largemouth, but these are too big to be left behind here. 20 pounds. There we go. Now Miss K. Let's get them back in the bag. Let's talk about it real quick. We're gonna get to talk to y'all again. For sure, 2026 all largemouth. How did this go down on Smith Lake today?
Well, the spots moved and the largemouth come in. We've been here since Tuesday and they've caught one largemouth all week.
That's a pretty good trade then. You gladly get rid of them spots for 7-pound largemouth. What did that beast come on?
Crankbait.
What kind of crankbait?
DT10.
Rapala DT10. What kind of color are we throwing?
Blue back there.
I feel like you're telling me a story. When you have to think about that, like, you got to watch these fishermen. A shad color?
Yeah, shad color.
Sure. We're going to talk to you guys again in just a little bit. Grubbs and Ferguson 2026. Boat number 24, Alan Branham, Gene Branham, 933. You know what the worst thing in bass fishing tournaments is? Having to weigh in behind a 20-pound stringer.
Yeah, you got that right.
And a 7-pound largemouth. How'd we catch our fish today?
All on a jig.
Nothing wrong with that. I like when a fish bites a jig.
They just didn't stay pinned like they should have.
So we lost a few.
Quite a few.
Well, we appreciate you guys fishing with us. Great job, great points. Brent Crow, Jimmy Mason, we spent some time with these guys on live. 5 for 12-20. I'm sorry I had to leave live. Jimmy actually told me today I was good luck. It's the first time in my life he's told me that. Just never could upgrade this afternoon.
No, we never could. They came up and showed themselves several times, but never hooked up. So,
did we lose any today? Any big ones? Can you blame Jimmy for anything?
No, not today.
Okay, not going to blame them. Crow and Mason, 12-20. You're way up there. You're in the top 5 right now, early in the weigh-in. Okay. Appreciate you, boys. Thanks for these guys. Absolutely opened it up on live to us today. Hope you got to see it. It was great. Chris Britton, Eric Springer, boat number 6. Another good bag of fish. 1306. Going to have you in second place right now.
Hey, we'll take it.
How'd we catch them?
Shaky head.
Shaky head, a Smith Lake staple.
Yeah, that's right.
These fish down here are born knowing they need to eat a shaky head. Jesse Wiggins and Craig Daniel have trained them all over the years. Want to hold one up? Got a mixed bag for 1306 for Britton and Springer. Hold them up right out here for Brenton and then for Miss K. Boat number 23, Adam Brown. Greg Diggs, another 5-fish limit. Good bag of fish coming up. Do you have a 7-pounder? No. They do not have a 7-pounder for Mountain Dew Big Bass, but they do have a great bag of fish. 1507 is going to take you to second place. How'd we catch them?
Mostly on jerk bait and caught a couple on spinner bait and some on top water. Pretty much everywhere.
Sounds like a fun day.
It was fun.
We have a spots, largemouth mix.
We had one spot that we caught early, and we was trying to call everything in largemouth, and we was one short, but we definitely lost our opportunities.
Great bag of fish. That's going to be a heck of a finish for you guys. Right now, second in that Pro Guide leaderboard. J.J. Outwell, Steve Fultz, boat number 17. And we've got 5 coming up. We're going to take a picture with this 15-pound bag right out here first, guys. Another 5. There's a good one in that bag right there. Another 5-fish bag from Smith Lake. Atwell and Fultz, 1351. Good bag of fish, 1351. What we catch them on?
Jerk bait, shaky head, normal stuff.
The normal stuff. Spots, largemouth, or both?
All spots.
All spots. That's what we're supposed to see at Smith Lake, but that 701 largemouth we saw was kind of awesome, too.
Yeah, I broke my line early this morning on one about that size.
On a largemouth that big?
I got super glue on my line yesterday whenever I was tying my lures up, and it broke right where the super glue got on it.
Do you think that Grubbs and Ferguson put the super glue on your line, and then they came back and caught the 7-pounder?
Yeah, it's possible. I'm going to hunt them down.
I'll talk to them later. We're going to be talking to them again. Andy Cobb, Bob Ellis, boat 21. Got 5 fish, another 5-fish limit. You're going to hear me say that a lot today. $12.89 for 5. $7.01 is our Mountain Dew Big Bass right now. How'd we catch those?
Top water this morning.
Top water. What kind of top water? Walking bait?
Bait, yeah.
That sounds fun. Were they schooling?
No, it was a blessing, man. Actually, I had 2 bite of crankbait on the same cast and lost both of them. I felt like they were knocking the bait down in the mud, so put the top water on, and it was on.
Made a good change. Got a good bag of fish, and great points for you guys. Justin Lane, Luke Mason, boat number 16. 5 for $12.67. And y'all are running off the stage already. It's too early for all that. Where are you going? I just said we're not talking to you, Lister Duncan. What'd you catch them on?
Worm.
See, no information. Yeah, I thank you guys. Ryan Adcock, Jonathan Marsh, another 5 bass limit. 723. Did you have fun out there today?
Not as much fun as I had in practice. We had about 15 pounds in practice. So.
Tends to be how it goes. They've got fins. They do swim away sometimes, right? Unfortunately. Jake Gibson, Michael Gibson, boat number 9. 5 bass. Going to weigh 711. What would you like to talk about?
Dinner?
Yeah, what we're going to have for dinner?
Mexican food.
Mexican food? I like that. You got margarita too, maybe?
Maybe more than one.
Maybe more than one. I understand. That's tournament bass fishing in a nutshell right there. You see a 20-pound bag, then you see a guy that's going to have a lot of margaritas. It's kind of how it goes, right? Jake Hendrick, Chuck Hughes, 11-19. This is a margarita team, they said. Not what we wanted today, but how'd we catch them?
We caught them on a chatterbait and a jig, Luke, and we made a big mistake today. We caught fish in practice, and I had one really good day. And, you know the old adage, you don't leave fish to find fish? Well, we left them swinging, and we shouldn't have. I thought we could go to maybe some bigger fish in a different area, and we never were able to go back to the area we started in, and we had those fish early this morning, and it got a little bit slow. But I think if we would have changed up with it and put the jig in there instead of the chatterbait, I think it would have been a different situation. I don't know how long you got to do this before you don't make the same mistakes twice, but I'm really good at it.
You know, some of us, speaking for myself, we just keep making those same mistakes. I got better at talking about it, though. That's Jake Kendrick. Good to see you, buddy. Chris Blackwood, Larry Melvin, another 5 bass limit. Going to go 784. Not the day we wanted, but hey, it's a limit. Anytime you get 5, you've done your job.
Skipping the margaritas, going to shots.
You're skipping margaritas, going to shots. Okay. It's, hey, full tilt. All gas, no brakes right there. Got boat number 1, Chris Goodwin, Brandon Horton coming up. 4 fish. 4 for $4.45. Are you more of a bush beer or a margarita after a 4-fish day kind of guy?
Probably more of a bush.
Going bush, okay. Okay, I'm sorry. I don't know where this weigh-in's headed. Eric Morris, Randy Talbert. 5-fish limit. You decided to leave Eric in the boat. 10:35. Is he here with you today?
Yeah, he's here. Half of the team, half the weight is taking the lead, you know.
Yeah, I'm with you. If he would just stepped up a little bit more, you guys could have had 20 pounds.
Yeah, it's his fault.
Without a doubt. I knew it was before you even said it.
Absolutely. I'm blaming it on him.
We won't even tell him. He won't even know. You'll tell him. Okay. We appreciate you, boys. Tony Keith, Brian Gregory, boat number 2, 5 fish. Good fish, 1374. Good day.
We hustled.
Hustled. Had to grind them out.
Had to grind in the mud.
How'd you catch them?
On swim bait.
That sounds like a really good time. All spots, largemouth, or mixed?
3 and 2, I think is what he said.
That's perfect. Perfect representation of Smith Lake. Great job. David Haraway, John Gavin, 5 fish for $5.64. Who had the best snacks today? Let's talk about that.
We didn't really have any good snacks.
Nah.
It's a rough day.
So let me get this straight. You caught a limit, but you didn't catch the limit you wanted. We know that already. And you didn't have any good snacks?
No, actually, no.
Whose fault is that?
No, we had snacks. We just didn't eat them.
Yeah.
Just didn't eat them.
Well, now
Trying to catch bigger fish.
Okay, well, now you got time to eat the snacks. Ty Cox and Cameron Galton eat 5 bass today. 10.89. Hey, it happens, right?
It does. It does. I'm kind of glad to have that. It was really tough. Practice one day, and that's what we got.
Listen, we were out there on live for 4 hours this morning. It wasn't fast and furious by any means. We covered some of the best sticks on this lake, and it was not easy.
Yeah, I mean, we caught a lot of fish. We plan to go later on, catch largemouth. Just never happened today, so that's what we got.
That's how it is, and we'll see you at the next one. Sean Camp, Craig Say, 5 fish that are going to go 10.72. It's okay. It's okay. Not when it's not. Listen, when 20 pounds comes in early in the weigh-in, it kind of just deflates everybody's day at times.
You said it's okay. Does we look like our feelings are hurt?
No, I'm just listen. I know what it's like. I've weighed in way less than I needed to most of the time.
We fished hard, and the snacks are still in the boat. We didn't even get to eat them.
You better go get them right now before I get in them. We'll get another break in this way, and I'll be in them snacks. Matthew Fincher, Jacob Kimbrough with 5 fish. 734. That's it, he says. He said, that's it. Hey, someday it just is what it is, right? It is what it is. Boat number 47, Todd Beatty and Ethan McDonald. Good bag of fish. 5 that are going to go 14.53. It's going to have you on 3rd place on that Pro Guy Batteries leaderboard. How'd we catch them?
Scoping.
Scoping. If you're not scoping, you're hoping is what the kids tell me. Yeah.
That's what they say. I don't like it, but you got to do what you got to do.
What kind of bait? We're throwing like a Crush City freeloader minnow style type bait?
5.5 inch fluke style bait.
Okay. That's what we'd like to. Let's hold those up for a picture. Great bag of fish. Hold them up for Brenton right here. And then again for Miss K. Brenton, do you have an SD card in that camera? Just making sure. I spend a lot of time with Brenton. I have to just stay on him, make sure he's good. I'm just kidding. I do not. He has to stay on me. Y'all know better than that. Boat number 31, Daryl Gentry, Phil Gillian, 5 fish that are going to go 794. 794. Shannon Briggs, Barry Hubbard, 5 fish for 7 even. That'll work. That'll work. Our Mountain Dew Big Bass right now is 701 if you're just joining in. 701 Smith Lake Largemouth brought in by Craig Grubbs and Matt Ferguson, and they had 20-26 for the lead. Hines and Hines, boat number 10, 4 that are going to go 795 on the day. Thank you, guys. Got boat number 19 coming up. Justin Buckles and Chad Jones. What's up, guys? How are y'all? Got 5 fish. Good bag of fish. 12:02. Going to get at that 10th place spot on the Pro Guide leaderboard right now. How'd we catch them?
It was kind of junk fishing. We bounced around. We caught some on a buzzbait in inches of water and caught some on a Carolina rig out in 20 foot of water.
Some people call it junk fishing. I call you versatile. That's what that is. You're very versatile. Great job, guys. Alan Renner and Tristan Renner, boat number 42, another 5 bass limit from Smith Lake. 993, just shy of 10 pounds.
That's barely shy of 10.
Barely shy. Listen, on my way home, I would call my wife, we had 10 pounds.
That's
993 is 10 pounds in my book. I got y'all. I got your back. They had 10 pounds. 993 is 10 pounds. All right, one of our favorites coming into this deal, Wesley Sams and Craig Daniel. We spent a lot of time with them on live. 18-10 for Sams and Daniel. I mean,
that's a good bag. It don't matter where you look at it.
it's a great bag of fish. we just saw a 701 largemouth, and, that's a difference maker here for sure.
I went throwing for a 7-pounder this morning, and we ended up catching a 4.5-pounder down the middle of a pocket and a 3.5 down the middle of a pocket while I was sight fishing for the 7-pounder.
We may or may not have seen that on live, and we appreciate y'all being so good to Darian, because most people, when he gets around, they're like, oh, man, he's bad luck. So it didn't sound like he was this morning for y'all.
No, it's pretty good this morning.
It was definitely good, and that is a kind of typical what y'all do here on Smith, man. We appreciate you guys being so good to us on live. Let's hold some of those up. 18-10 for Craig and Wesley. Soon as the live kicked off, Darian Craig said, Craig Daniel is sight fishing. I said, oh, no way. No way. Craig Daniel is sight fishing. Yeah, of course I do. Listen, I want my picture made with Craig and Wesley. They won't ever take me fishing. This is as close as I'm ever going to get. Hold them up for Miss K right here. Great bag of fish. Second place. Thank you, boys, right here. Thanks, guys. Craig Daniel and Wesley Sams right there, second place. Boat number 44, Barry Vest and Dustin McDaniel, boat number 5 fish, boat 44, 10-18. It's never fun weighing in behind 18 pounds, is it?
No, it's not.
Unless you had 20, right?
Exactly.
How'd we catch those today?
Spinnerbait.
That sounds like a good time. A little old school. We like to hear that these days, don't we?
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for fishing with us. We got the Phoenix Boats team. It's actually more of a solo mission. Brian Travis, Timmy Tacklebox is not here with us today. We got 760 and a 5-fish limit. Can we blame Tim? I think we should.
I think we can blame Hartung. He gave me a really bad place to go.
So you listened to Jeff Hartung for fishing advice?
It was my last spot.
Okay. It was your last-ditch effort? That was all we could do.
That's all we could do. We're going to Redcrest, though.
Oh, let's go. We'll see you down the road. Danny Hurd, Fisher Hurd, 5 fish. 871 on the day. Boat number 27. We have fun out there today?
Not really.
Not really. Ready to get back to North Alabama. Boat number 46, Brad Ammer and Roger Stegall. You don't want to. He said he doesn't want to hear anything. Do you want me to call out the weight? You said you didn't want to hear anything from him, and I listened to Mr. Stegall. He's one of my heroes in life. 171. Not that we won't even have to talk about that. How pretty is it this afternoon?
It's pretty considered this morning. About froze to death to start with.
It was cold out there, right? Now, we were all, they were making fun of me on live for saying I was cold. I was layered up like it was Pickwick all over again.
No, it wasn't like Pickwick, but it was cold this morning. But we just never could really get on any fish. And, have you ever heard anybody lose a little fish? We broke off 3 big fish today.
It's never the little ones that get off ever.
I've never heard nobody come in and say they lost a little one.
Never, ever, ever. Mr. Stegall, we appreciate you. The Craycrafts, Charlie and Chris, 5 fish, 977. Holy cow, what a striper. That thing's bigger than you are.
It came all the way up my titties.
I don't know if we can say that on Alabama Bass Trail Live, but we did.
Yeah.
But we did. What did we catch that one on?
Chatterbait. About a foot of water.
Caught that striper on a chatterbait.
Ran out to the main lake. My little brother got all excited. I said, "This ain't what we need, but it's gonna be fun."
Well, be a good Facebook.
Johnson. Do you know a guy named Slick Johnson?
I don't.
Well, per the Alabama Bass Council, he says all these cables supposed to have pull noodles. I didn't see a one here.
Yeah, he makes a lot of videos, but he doesn't follow through. He actually doesn't put pull noodles on cables.
Stuck on these cables today, breaking fish off. They need pull noodles.
You should send him a message on TikTok about that. Tracy Robinson, Dustin Robinson, our winners from Pickwick Lake last time, 976. And is it true? I heard this morning from Mr. Matt Lee that you guys do not own a single spinning rod. Is that true?
We don't do the spinning stuff too much. It shows in our weight, too.
It shows in that wasn't the point I was making. Matt Lee said, I promise you he does not own a spinning rod.
We don't do that much.
Well, you know what? It worked out for you last time in a big, big way, and I'm sure it will again. Thank you, guys. Timothy Campbell and Richard Todd, boat number 48. 5 bass for $6.91. He said that's about right. That's what you thought they were. Let me see it. Look at this right here. Can you see this on the camera? Old folks fishing. They got their custom shirts. I like it, man. Y'all out here having a good time.
Oh, yeah.
what it's all about.
Just having fun.
We appreciate y'all fishing with us on the Alabama Bass Trail. Gavin Moy and Luke Gerald, 5 fish. Tough act to follow with the old folks fishing shirts, 765.
Wow.
Wow. Did you think they were going to weigh more?
Yeah, we had a great practice, and we didn't catch a largemouth all day. Yesterday we had 2 5s and a 4. So
Largemouth have been the name of the game today to get towards the top of the leaderboard. That's for sure on the Pro Guide leaderboard. We appreciate you guys. Terry Pryor and Terry Mann, boat number 36. 5 that are going to weigh 11.03. I think we blame Terry.
I do too.
Every time.
Every time.
He's probably talking about it right now somewhere, ain't he?
That's what he said. I ain't going up there for that.
He said, I'm not going to see Luke Duncan. Thank you, guys. We appreciate y'all. Here come the Walkers. Lance and Cole Walker, 5 fish, 11.34. You made Dad stay in the boat.
He stayed. He watched about 70 get caught, but they were the wrong 70.
But you caught them, though. That's a good day, man. Smith Lake is full of bass.
You can catch if it had been sunny like this. I think we could have caught 100. I mean, it was one of those days where they would you'd watch fish on live scope. We started our day in 110 feet of water and caught 5, I think, on our first 7 casts. But the deal was they'd come up with that cloudy weather and they just kind of nip at the bait and everything else. And finally this evening, a little wind picked up, sun started cracking through, and you couldn't take it away from them. So, hey, had a great time. It's been a blast practicing here. This is an unbelievable lake, super healthy, and can't wait to come back.
No doubt about it. We'll see y'all at the next one. 110 feet of water. I don't have enough line on my reel for all that jazz. Mark Singleton, Jake Abernathy, 5 fish, 760. 20 pounds is leading. That's not what you want, but hey, you catch a limit, you do your job, right?
Fish, better than 1 fish.
Exactly right. We appreciate you guys. We'll see y'all down the road. You catch a limit, you feel like you did your job. That is for sure. Sam Moody and Ray Battles Jr., boat number 34. Got another 5 fish limit. How are you, buddy? Mr. Moody, 10:57. How did we catch them today?
Most of them came early on shaky head, that sort of thing, and, 10, 12 feet of water, and then they moved up.
That's what you're supposed to catch them on at Smith, right? A shaky head.
That's what it's supposed to be, but this afternoon we just couldn't find a big one.
We're hearing a lot of that, and, man, you look 701 on top of that Mountain Dew Big Bass right now. That's the difference maker. Thank you, guys. Moody and Battles. Boat number 41, Landon Rich and Joshua Liniger. 5 that are going to go 10-17. Did we have any big bites today?
No.
Never could get a kicker.
No, sir.
What did we catch those on?
Trap.
Rattle trap. Okay. What color?
Gold.
Gold. Okay. Okay. Everything that glitters is not gold, they say. That's okay. I like it. Chad Hall and Ryan Hall. My dark horse pick for this tournament, in case you're wondering. You were. No. Miss K, right? On the podcast, Chad was my dark horse pick. Well, you caught 5 for 930, so thanks for not making me look smart.
Well, if you would have kept up with the history of this trail, that's about what I weigh in here.
But I was going by the history of this lake and just knowing you, and you're supposed to win here, dadgummit.
I cannot catch them in this trail, period.
Well, I can't help you there. I can't help you. I'm sorry. This trail. Chase, he said just the Alabama Bass Trail. He'll catch them anywhere else, dadgummit. Chad Hall. Chad really just getting it from all angles right there. Me, you, just hearing about it. Did I break the computer? I thought I broke the computer. 20 pounds leading this thing early in the weigh-in. 20-26 for Grubbs and Ferguson with a 7:01 Mountain Dew Big Bass. Unbelievable. 18-10 in second. Wesley Sams and Craig Daniel. One of our local favorites coming in foreshore. Adam Brown and Greg Diggs, 15:07 in third. 14:53, Beatty and McDonald in fourth place. And rounding out the top 5, Tony Keefe and Brian Gregory of 13:74. A lot of limits so far. And we got another one coming this way. Boat 66, Chris Duckett and Donovan Williams. 5 that are going to go 633. Do we have a chance at a kicker?
No, sir. It's tough.
Tough on you all day.
Yes.
Well, that's all she wrote then. Got a limit on the board. Boat number 33 coming up next. Trip Nugent and Merrill Deering. How are you, sir? We're doing pretty good up here. 5 that are going to go 822. Did your job, just needed a little bit more quality.
Yeah, it was a tough day. We couldn't catch those other 2. We had 2 that were unders, and probably ought to just put them on a sandwich or something. I love this lake, though, but it's always got my number. So
I said that same thing about this lake earlier today to my Britton, my camera guy. I was like, man, I have fished here more than I have anywhere, I feel like, other than at home, and it always bites me in tournaments. It's tricky, man. They move around a lot.
They do, and like just one day to another. Yesterday afternoon, we got out after the rain and caught them pretty good, and went back to those same places this morning, and it was ghost town.
They just said, see you later. Well, we'll see you later at the next event, the Alabama Bass Trail North. Andy Cobb and Bob Ellis. Looks like they're next in line there. I might have been wrong. I was wrong. Both 32. Bruce Griffin, Shane Emerson. I'll get it right one of these days. 5 fish. Another one of those 5 fish limits. Going to go 964 for your work on Smith Lake today. Tough day out there?
It wasn't what we expected. We had some really good days for the last 2 weeks, but we sold out some fish that just left us. So it is what it is.
They just threw up the peace sign and said, see you later.
They packed their bags and left, looked like.
That happens sometimes. What we just said there, they move around a lot. We appreciate you guys. Lee Pitts, Stephen Engel, 5 fish. You want me to lean on the scales? I will for a small fee.
Lay on them, man. I need all the help I can get.
914 for Lee Pitts. Let's talk about crappie fishing at Weiss Lake. How's that going right now?
You know, that's one of the things when I got out here in practice. I said, man, I left my Bobby Garland baits at the house, and I think that would have helped me a little bit because, man, it was a finicky bite today. You know, they wanted something small. They really didn't want to chase a whole lot. So, you know, I'm ready in the morning. I'll be pulling long lines. So I'm ready to get back out there and catch some of them big slabs.
I caught a largemouth a little shy of 6 pounds this week on a Bobby Garland crappie fishing. So I'm just saying, you might have should have thrown it.
They don't discriminate. They'll catch anything out there.
Ain't no doubt about it. Lee Pitts. Thank you, buddy. Philip Harrell and Clint Gilbertson, another 5 fish limit. Coming up 787 on the day. Not what you wanted.
I agreed to take one for the team, so see y'all.
So there's something you notice as you start. This is I forget how many, what number Alabama Bass Trail this is, but if you see just one partner, typically it means they didn't catch them. If you see both partners, they've got them. 671 coming up next for John Whitewood. Boat 74, Shane Barrett and John. Both of you, okay, you just debunked my theory. Right there. Normally the big bags is 2 guys, and when you don't catch what you want to, it's like you flip a coin. Me and Trey Swindle used to almost get in a fist fight and be like, "You take them up there."
Yeah, we didn't catch them.
You say, "Yeah, we didn't catch them." You gonna eat good tonight though, and get over short-term memory. That's what you got to have in bass fishing. Craig Childers and Nikki Taylor with a 5 bass limit coming up 866 on the day. Boat number 29. Anything you guys want to tell the folks watching at home?
Let's go eat.
Let's go eat, okay. Y'all are all making me hungry. All this talk of food. And that's all I've done all day is eat. Boat 55, Danny Long, Kevin Fallon, 2 fish today. Y'all, okay, I'm not even going to say anything else during the weigh-in because I said if 2 partners come, it means they got them. I like to see the partners support each other. So we've got 2 fish. We're 3 short of a limit. Who are we blaming for that? That's why I like both partners to come up.
We had a terrible practice and had a terrible tournament, so it's both of our fault.
All right, I like that. Dream team taking it on, taking the licks and go on.
That's right.
All right, we'll see you at the next one then. Danny Long and Kevin Fallon, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, these next guys. Oh, do they catch them everywhere they go. Here, except here, he said, I know better than that. Terry Tucker and Jeremy Green, 4 bass today for 1048. 1 shy of the limit. Not what we expect from you guys. Y'all know that. No pressure or anything.
Well, you know, we had to filth one on 2 or 3 times, and then you throw back 2 or 3 unders. You know, like, well, we can do better than this. Well, it didn't happen.
Some days it's like that. Some days you're the windshield, some days you're the bug, right?
Well, we just want to survive through this. You know what I'm saying?
Good times are coming, right?
I'm just glad I'm still young enough to do this.
Hey, we're proud y'all are both here. Terry Tucker and Jeremy Green. Up next, boat number 71. The Seaborns winners on Neely Henry last year. They got 5 for $8.59. You just said, Benji, you just told him to stay at the truck.
Yeah, it's just tough on us today.
He didn't want to come up here and put up with my mess, did he? Well, you tell him I said hello, and we missed him up here. We'll see y'all down the road. Boat 37, Delano Green and Delano Green Jr. I got it right. Look at me. Hey, it only took me 57 times, but I got it. 5 for $9.61. How'd we catch them up today?
We scoped some, and we caught some on beds probably with Bell's Garden or making beds.
Nothing wrong with that. A good time, but not what we wanted weight-wise, but 3 more tournaments to get in that top 75. Y'all had a great event at Pickwick.
We did. So we all right.
Y'all going to be just fine. We'll see you at the next one. Waylon Mullis and Jeff Fansler, boat number 74, that are going to go $9.99. You couldn't do that again if you tried. $9.99 on the nose.
Yeah, I don't know. Today was terrible. We had good practice, but 2 days, and I don't know. Today they just wouldn't bite.
They loved you in practice and left you during the tournament. That happens. We appreciate you guys. Christian Clemens and Michael Larkin with a 5 bass limit coming up. Good bag of fish, looks like. It's going to get you guys in that Pro Guide batteries top 10 right now. 1264. Great bag of fish. How'd we catch them?
Wacky rig.
Wacky rig. Hey, that's a Smith Lake staple.
Yep.
We have largemouth spots, a mix.
No, all spots.
All spotted bass. All right. Well, we'll see how it holds up as the weigh-in continues here. Thank you, guys. Got you in the top 10 right now. Tim Griffith and David Ayers, 5 fish. How are you, sir? 834 on the day. You like the fact that I just nail your last name now. I got it.
Hey, you got it.
It only took you telling me, but I got it.
Gas station.
Gas station. Appreciate you. I will butcher some names. Caden Acree, I think, and it's Acree, right? Man, see, I'm getting so much better at this. Kay, I need a raise. Caden and Chris Acree. She finds me every time I mess up a name. Y'all don't know that. 5 fish, good limit of fish. 1152. It's going to have you just shy of the Pro Guide leaderboard top 10 right now. Got the GoPro on. We get a lot of footage today.
We got some good footage this morning. About 12 o'clock, it completely shut off on us. We thought we were really going to start putting together a bag, and then it was just done for us. So
just time to eat snacks at that point.
Yeah, I wish I did.
But you just kept on fishing. You didn't even eat.
We tried to catch them, but they just didn't want to eat.
You go get yourself something to eat since you've been starving yourself all day. 11:52. Richard Mills, John Lerma, another 5 fish limit. Uh-oh. Fan favorites. Look at this. Hey, that's what we like to see. 10:30 on the day. Good limit of fish, and no matter what they weigh, look, you got a fan club out here.
Oh yeah, it's a good time. It's good.
You better give a shout out. Listen, you bring that kind of crew, you better start calling them out by name. You're gonna be in trouble.
Yeah, it's my wife Brittany.
Shout out Brittany.
My son JJ.
Shout out JJ.
And my daughter Alexis.
Daughter Alexis. Y'all make some noise one more time for these guys. There you go. Thank you guys. Thank y'all for coming. Alan Hayes and Danny Bishop, winners on Wheeler Lake last year, and whoo boy, another good bag doing what they do. 16.98, just shy. 17 pounds, going to have you in 3rd place right now on that leaderboard. That's like a Jerry Lawler bag. That's what I say.
Shut it down.
Hey, Kay, Alan Hayes wants me to stop the weigh-in. Can I? I don't think I'm allowed, Danny. How'd we catch those today?
First one away to another.
Goodness gracious, they won't tell you anything. We're going to weigh one. They want to check one. 701 big fish.
To weigh this one for big fish.
That would have won. That would have won the whole tournament. 532 largemouth for their big fish. Let's get a picture of these 5. I'm going to hold one of those rascals up too. I'll take the smallest one. That's what Trey Swindle does to me. Give me the smallest one. Of course. 16.98. Of course not, okay? You act like you're surprised. They're always like, here, Luke, take this one that got hit by the trolling motor prop. It's got one eye. Oh, no, fumble. He's going to need a Busch beer after that. I'm not even going to ask you again how you caught him because you lied to me the first time. You didn't lie. You just threw me for a loop. Alan Hayes and Danny Bishop, thank you, guys. The Thornberries, Tim and Tyler, boat number 94, 5 for 531. I'm sorry you had to weigh in behind Alan Hayes and Danny Bishop.
Yeah, I know. It was a rough day for us. We're headed back to Tennessee.
Hey, go Vols, I say. All right, moving right along. 124, the Spears. Dalton and Charles, we pulled up on you guys on live today. Let us watch you for a little bit. 961, you had 3 at the time, so we're able to finish out a limit.
Yeah, barely, though.
Barely. Tough getting 5 today.
It was. So we didn't start culling until about 2 o'clock. So
needed just a little bit more time to upgrade.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
We'll see you guys at the next one. Thank you. Keith Van, Jeremy Jones, 5 fish, good bag of fish. 11:27 on the day. How'd we catch them?
All on a lizard.
All on a lizard. Old school. I like it. Good bag of fish. We appreciate you. There's a big separation between 10 pounds and 11 pounds today. There's no doubt about it. We're seeing a lot of 10-pound bags. Thank you, sir. We appreciate you. Well, 11:27, I believe. Thank you. Brent Lawley and Davis Lawley. 261 for 2. What are you going to have for dinner tonight?
I don't know yet. I ain't thought that far.
You ain't got that far? Appreciate you guys. There's nothing worse than weighing in behind big stringers when you don't have them. I have been there too many times in my life. Kelly White, Zachary Defoe, 5 for 715. Did we eat any good snacks today?
We had a Butterfinger.
A Butterfinger?
Yeah, I reckon that beats potato chips.
Listen, that tastes like a ribeye on the water at about 11 o'clock. Trust me.
Yes, sir, it does.
That's good to have. We appreciate you guys. Alan Barrett and Tyler Caldwell coming up next. Another 5-fish limit and a great bag of fish that's going to move them into the top 10. 15:47 going to have you in 4th place on the Pro Guide Batteries leaderboard.
I'll take it.
How'd we catch them?
I caught him on a swim bait.
So are you solo today?
Solo.
Oh, man, you really get to rub this in, don't you?
My partner's in Africa.
In Africa, okay. I bet he didn't catch 15 pounds today.
No, he didn't.
Let's hold some of those up. 15 pounds. Hold a couple up for Ben out here. And then Miss K. 15:47. Got the tank starting to stack up a little bit with a lot of fish catchers on the way. 2026 on top of that Pro Guide leaderboard. Got Michael Doty and Dwayne Swindle coming up. Boat number 62. 4 fish. Going to weigh 703. Here, you got a special guest in the crowd.
My Uncle Mike here, all the way from Albany, New York.
Uncle Mike. Shout out Uncle Mike.
Yeah. Wish we had more to show him, but had fun, caught fish. We're going to go here tomorrow and probably wear them out. So
Do you think that Uncle Mike thinks that I talk funny because I'm from Tennessee and he's from Albany?
most likely.
Do I sound like a weed eater, Uncle Mike?
You need to tell him what gravy is, though. He thinks spaghetti sauce is gravy. So
Uncle Mike, do you know what chocolate gravy is? That's the question. You got to get. You want to hold up a couple for Uncle Mike? Get a couple fish up there. Uncle Mike, Albany, New York. Thank you for coming down, supporting Alabama Bass Trail. I think Uncle Mike was kind of giving you some the business right there a little bit. Coming up next, boat 54, our 2023 Alabama Bass Trail North Anglers of the Year, and they got a sack full of them like they always do. John Kellett, Zeke Gossett, 1641, going to take you boys to 4th place right now on the Pro Guide leaderboard. Let's hold them up, and let's talk about it real quick. How'd we catch them? Shallow. Yeah. Listen, you will not get anything out of these two. You know what? John, hey, Zeke, how'd we catch them? John didn't give me anything. Shallow, how'd we catch them?
Well, we stayed shallow all day. He is right about that, but we just junk fished, and we caught the biggest one we caught was on swim bait, but we caught some on a fluke, some on a jig. Just
we got one. Let's hold them up. John Kellett and Zeke Gossett, always a threat in the Alabama Bass Trail. And John's not going to give you a nugget of information. He's just going to say shallow. Shallow. On a hook. Danny Bishop earlier said, little here, little there. Like, what the, come on. The people want to know. Uncle Mike came down from Albany. We got to give him some details on Smith Lake. You know? Yes, sir. For the fine people watching on Alabama Bass Trail Live as well. Great job, John Kellett and Zeke Gossett. Boat number 57, Roy Morgan and Larry Freeman. Got one fish for 222 today. I'm calling y'all Team Morgan Freeman for the rest of the year, by the way. I made that joke during Blast Off this morning. Nobody laughed but me. Kind of like now. It happens. They probably heard that a couple times. Riley Johnson, Ryan Haney, another 5 bass limit coming up here. Got in the double digits, just shy of 11 pounds, 10.95. Good day.
Bunch of babies.
Bunch of babies, he says. I get it. Hey, sometimes you're grateful to have them. Mountain Dew Big Bass 701 currently. Andy and Mason Chapel coming up, boat 65, 11:04 on the day. How did we catch them, young man?
It was pretty rough.
Looked like we caught 5. It was rough. How'd we catch them?
Swim bait.
Did you just have to? You wanted to ask? You were going to lie to me. Right? He was going to lie to me. Shame on you, young man. This is filmed, by the way. I hope none of your teachers at school are watching this because they're going to know that you'll lie to them. I'm just saying. Hope your girlfriend's not watching. Thank you, guys. Nolan Spencer, Jonathan Reese, 5 fish today. Good bag of fish. Going to get you guys right inside of that Pro Guide leaderboard top 10 with 13:08 today. How'd we catch them?
Well, it was tough. Went a little old school, a little old floating worm.
Dude, that's talking my language right there.
Yeah, it was cool coming up and seeing them come eat it, but I had to break out the shaky head at the end of the day, and that wasn't cool. So
on the floating worm, were we throwing pink?
No, just green pumpkin.
Just green. Okay, so not too bright, but just floating worm. That's very cool though.
Yeah, heck yeah. It was a tough day. We called right at the last minute to get us that, so we'll take it and move on.
In the top 10 right now. Thank you guys. Rusty White Jr., Gray Bennett, boat 63, 3 fish, 3 good ones, 871. And I'm going to say the cliche MC thing. You needed 2 more.
No, duh. You don't.
You knew that all day, right?
You don't say. We tried hard. We basically went big and we got 2 big largemouth, and we had 1 12-inch spot.
So really 2 good ones then. Yeah. Definitely needed 2 more of those.
2 of the ones we were fishing for.
How did we catch the 2 big ones?
1 on a floating worm and
another floating worm. Okay.
And 1 on a shaky head.
Sounds like fun. Thank you guys. We'll see you down the road. Lucas Wright and Donald Wright, 5 fish. Another double-digit limit from Smith Lake. 10:47 on the day. Hey, not bad.
We only got 5 keepers and put them all on the boat.
That was all she wrote right there. We appreciate you. We'll see you down the road. Smith Lake kicking them out today like it always does. Mike Young and Mel Kennedy, another limit. 5 for 979. Said, all right. Called 3 times. So do you guys make a bet when you're trying to decide what they weigh? Do y'all have like somebody buying dinner on?
There's not much difference in any of them.
And 9 and 10. We appreciate you guys. Dylan Tucker and Greg Tucker. Boat 72. John Simpson says pretty good bag right here, and he is correct. 5 that are going to go 1670 for the Tuckers. Great job.
Good day.
Well, we catch them on.
A little bit of everything. Swim bait, shaky head, a little bit of everything.
Kitchen sink pattern. I like it. Let's hold them up. The Tuckers, Dylan and Greg, going to go all the way to 4th place on that Pro Guide Batteries leaderboard. Off to a great start this year. The first 2 Alabama Bass Trail North tournaments. Hold them up for Ben. Right there, and then again for Miss K. And then there were none at the tanks. $20.26, still in the lead. And a Mountain Dew Big Bass of 701 for Grubbs and Ferguson. Boat number 97, Joshua Campbell and Taylor Galt. Good bag. 5 for 1188. Come over here and let's talk about it. There's nobody in the weigh-in line behind you guys, so we can basically do whatever you want to do. What do you guys want to talk about?
It was tough for us.
Stuff? How'd we catch those?
Everything.
Everything. I'm hearing that a lot of kitchen sinks. So we said that during live a lot. You got fish that are trying to spawn, it seems like, some that are actually on the bed, fish that are going there, and then some that are chasing bait.
Yeah, we found them every way. We couldn't catch them every way, but we found all categories of fish.
Just speaks to what a great fishery Smith is, though, man. You can catch them any way you want to. We appreciate you guys. Great finish here for you guys. Jimbo Barnett and Scott Russell, how are you, sir? 1082.
We came to see you this time. We didn't get to see you Pickwick.
I noticed that, but I wasn't going to say anything. We appreciate you.
I hear you.
I'm not keeping tabs on you guys or anything, but I did notice that. See you guys. Boat 82, the Parsons. Johnny and Remington, another 5-fish limit. 9:16 on the day. How are you, young man?
Pretty good.
Would you like to blame him for anything while we're here? I mean, did he knock one off at the net, or maybe he didn't bring the right snacks, or not enough gas in the boat? He says he's the best net man. Is that true?
Yeah.
He said, yeah, okay. I'm giving you an opportunity right now. You want to ask him for, like, more allowance or anything?
More lures.
More lures? Okay. Get that boy some lures, Dad. Yeah, hey, Texas, we appreciate you boys. Joshua Clark and Jonathan Skinner, 5-fish. 796. Tough day on the pond, but a limit to show for it. That's our job every time we go out in a bass tournament.
Yeah, we lost 2 big ones this morning on the bed, and after that got kind of spun out and ran around in circles and gathered what we got.
That's how it goes sometimes, man. It's a mental game, right? And if you get those 2 fish, changes the entire complexion of the day.
That's true. Yeah, I mean I don't know, it wasn't meant to be for us.
Sometimes it's just like that. We appreciate you guys. Drew Cagle and Mark Trupiano, boat 77, coming in with 5 for 953. Good day. How we catch them?
Shake your head.
That's a Smith Lake staple.
Man, just working it slow. That's all I could do.
We ever lose any? Have a chance at some bigger ones?
Did make you rig, some come off.
Okay. Whose fault?
Fish's fault.
Okay, it's the fish's fault. True partners. I like it. Through and through. Greg Jones, Jeremiah Sparks, another 5-fish limit. 1092 for boat number 80. Good job, guys. 1092. How'd we catch those? You're not getting out of here. I saw you kind of trying to slide by.
Shake your head.
Smith Lake staple. We like it. 1092. Appreciate you guys. Boat 75. Betty Stahl and Linda Sands. If I can talk today. 5 fish. Another 5-fish limit here. 801 on the day. 801 on the. How'd we catch them?
Worm.
Fishing slow.
Yep.
I like it. Thank you guys so much. Shake your head. The Smith Lake. It's like how states have state birds and things like Smith Lake. The lure is the shaky head. Roland Liverett and Tommy Liverett, 5 fish for boat number 91. They're going to go 778. Were you throwing a shaky head?
No, crankbait.
Crankbait. You broke the streak here.
Could not get a bite.
Couldn't catch one on anything else.
Crankbait all day. Crankbait, spinnerbait.
There are worse ways to catch them. That's a pretty good way. Thank you, sir. Boat 89 coming up next. 5 fish. Christopher Gore and Austin Ty Hammonds, 1336. Good bag of fish. It's going to have you guys just shy of our Pro Guide leaderboard top 10.
Thank you.
How'd we catch them?
All live scoping.
All scoping.
Unfortunately.
Unfortunately, so you don't like it. See, I hear people say that, and man, I get pretty fired up when I see them coming after my little minnow on that screen.
I'd rather be shallow.
Well, hey, if you can't beat them, join them, though, right? You gotta adapt. Bass fishing's changing a little bit. You're not scoping, you're hoping. That's what the kids say. That's what they say, Kay. Kay, it makes me really nervous to have the boss just right here. Normally that's Jason Duran, and I give him a hard time. I can't give you a hard time. I feel like I got to be on my P's and Q's today. This is true. Everybody does like to give you a hard time. I refuse to. I'm not going to. Little break in the action. I don't know. I see a good bag of fish coming up here, I believe. I was fixing to take a break, but no. I think there's more fish coming. John lied to me. Boat 88, Ron Cameron and Stephen Wood. Good bag of fish here. 5 that are going to go 13, 14. Great job today. We're seeing a lot of 10-pound bags, so that 11, 12 plus range is where you're really going to separate yourself. You did that very well today. How did we catch them?
Mostly a jerkbait and shaky head.
Ever have a chance at a big kicker to get that weight on up there?
No, we really pretty much took advantage of every opportunity we had. And that's about the best we could do today.
Worked out, and it's a great bag. Thank you so much for fishing with us. Brandon Bolton, Kenny Underwood, boat number 96, another 5-fish limit, 9:42 on the day. Thank you, guys. Appreciate you. Boat number 79 up next, Lanny Guthrie and Chuck Hinton. Another 5-bass limit, looks like. Come on over here, guys. Do you have 20, 26?
No, not even close.
Another good bag, though, 13:05. That's what I was just saying. There's a absolute just traffic jam in that 10-pound range, but you can really separate yourself on this lake with 13 pounds.
Yeah, we that's about what we've been catching in practice. Just never did find the big ones.
Well, it's a great bag of fish. How we catch those?
Mainly up in the trees.
In the trees. What kind of bait?
Yep, crankbaits, jigs, that sort of thing.
Sounds like a good day. 13 pounds, a good bag of fish. Boat number 92 coming up next, and another 5-fish limit for Tony Penley and Jerry Allen. That are going to 5 that are going to go 8:26 on the day. Did they weigh what you thought they were going to weigh?
Oh, I thought they was going to be a lot smaller than.
Okay, well, hey, that's always a pleasant surprise at weigh-in when they weigh more than you thought.
That was the fish was the only thing skinny in the boat.
That sounds like my boat most of the time. Thank you, sir. Here comes a sack full of them, and surprise, surprise, with who's carrying it. Imagine that. I see a whole crew coming up here. Steve JQ's and some guy named Jordan Wiggins. Oh, my goodness. Our second 20-pound bag of the day, but just going to be a little short. 20:03 for Jordan Wiggins and Steve JQ's. Great job. Going to have you in second place. Just shy of it. Jordan is fishing as an alternate here today. Always good to have him. Great bag of fish. Let me grab one of those 5th ones, right? Hey, Daniel, let me grab that one real quick. Yeah, I want to get in there. We got a 20-pound bag on Smith. Let's hold up all 5 of them. Watch this. I'm going to put it right over Jordy. $20-pound bag of largemouth. All right, we got to talk about it real quick. Real quick. I know we're going to get to talk again. Get that old slime off of you. How'd we catch them? Now that since we got Jordy out of the way, how'd we catch them?
You really want to know?
I really want to know.
Chatterbait and shaky head.
Chatterbait and shaky head. Did it surprise you when you catch a 20-pound bag? You've won so many tournaments on this lake. You're just a little short though. 2026, man, it's got to be. I know it probably stings a little bit, but to catch a 20-pound bag on Smith is a special day.
Oh yeah, I mean we had a blast. I mean we probably caught 30 fish. They changed a little bit different from last week. I knew the spawn was coming on, and I believe it kind of hit me. I mean we're right in it, so we had to drag around a little bit more today to get them to bite, get the bigger ones to bite. So. I mean, I'm tickled with it. Anytime you can go fishing and catch 20 pounds of bass, I mean, it's just a heck of a day. I mean, he caught 3 of the biggest ones, and I couldn't be more proud of him. And hell, I mean, 3 of them we weighed in, he caught, so I was tickled to death of that. And it's just a good day. I mean, it is what it is.
Let me ask you, you and Wesley Sam's one of those super teams. You're fishing all kind of stuff this year, so you're not able to fish. Wes, are you going to give him a hard time just because you caught a couple more pounds than him today?
I might give him a little bit hard time.
Steve, is that true? He had to swap?
I'm not commenting.
Okay, he ain't getting in the middle of that. Jordan Wiggins, Steve JQ's right there, 20:03 on the day. Goodness gracious. John Simpson, they're bringing them to us today. Billy Adcock and Darian Kyle, boat 76. We got 5 that are going to go 13-19. That's a great bag of fish.
Best we could do.
Absolutely. Love to see it, though. That's that great separator, I feel like, here. Once you get that 13-pound plus mark, really gets you some separation in those 11 and 12-pound bags we see so many of here.
Yeah, we didn't even catch a under till toward the end of the day.
That's awesome, man. We appreciate you guys fishing with us. Thank you so much. Paul Ernest, Chris Swindle, boat 87, 11:63 on the day. How'd we catch them?
Rough day with a shaky head.
Smith Lake Special. Rough day on the shaky head. We appreciate you guys. Thank you so much. Goodness gracious, 2 20-pound stringers on Smith Lake today. Jeremy Sanders and Kelly Treese. He says, I ain't got it. 12:04 though, man. We're seeing it, like I say, a ton of 10s, tons of 11s. It's a good bag.
Yeah, we didn't hurt ourselves for sure. It's good points day.
No doubt about it. Top 75 going to go to a championship at Lay Lake, and you want to be in it.
That's right. That's right.
We'll see you at the next one. 3 more opportunities to get it done. Jackson Kaiser and Jack Kaiser, boat 81. 3 fish today, 3 good ones for 628. They needed friends.
It was tough.
It was a tough day, looked like.
Yes, sir.
They're just a little lonely in the weigh-in bag. We appreciate you guys. Boat 113, the Ross crew, Alex and Randy, 4 fish, 4 good ones, 954. The old cliche, needed the 5th one.
Yep, that's all it was.
Do we have it on any time during the day?
Just catching a bunch of small ones.
Never could get it.
Yeah.
We appreciate you guys. We'll see you at the next one. Boat number 99, Jerry Hartline and Robin Vaughn up next with another limit for double digits, 10-17. Great day.
Well, it was a pretty good day. Had one of the awesomest catches this morning right off the bat. I threw a swim bait out, and I caught my line. It had broke in the reel. So I'm pulling this line in, holding the rod between my legs. And I tell Jerry, I said, if I catch one right now, it's going to be historic. And bless Pat if I got it halfway in and that thing hit on it. And I reached down and set the hook. Now I'm trying to pull him in. So we got him in. That was the first.
You had to hand line one in to start the day. That's awesome. That's what fishing's all about. Jason Wisenat, Tim Baker, 5 fish, good bag of fish. 13-28 on the day. Good event for you guys.
We'll take it. It was tough for us.
It's tough on a lot of them out there. The weights look good, but I know when we were doing the live, me, Darian, and Matt Lee this morning, it wasn't easy out there on the water. That's for sure.
No, it wasn't. We just looking for a big fish, and we never did get it. We had a limit pretty early, but we kept throwing big stuff, trying to catch a big one. Just never happened.
It's never worked out. Well, we appreciate you guys fishing with us. Andy Cobb and Bob Ellis, boat number 21. Oh, hang on. Got a couple little technical difficulties. I didn't break it. Kay's listening. I promise you, I did not break it. Pro Guide leaderboard right now, 2026 on top. Grubbs and Ferguson with a 7:01 Mountain Dew Big Bass. Boat 104 coming up next. Gary Thacker, Keith Marsh. 5 that are going to go 12.65. Good bag of fish. Not one that'll beat 7:01. Gary says, "Yeah, That's a Smith Lake ghost right there.
Yeah, buddy, it sure is.
No doubt about it. We appreciate you guys. We got coming up next, boat 106 looks like. Adam Bain, Chris Colley. I ran around trying to find you guys with a tracker today, and no phone service didn't help things. During the live, I ran around in circles looking for y'all.
Yeah, we were hiding for a little while.
We were hiding for a little bit because the tracker froze up. Adam Bain, great bag of fish. Going to get you in that top 10 right now on the Pro Guide leaderboard, 1547. Great bag.
Thank you. I don't know how long it'll last, but
How did we catch them?
we just fished up shallow. We caught a couple off the bed and a couple off shallow docks.
Here and there and everywhere. I like it. Great bag. Let's hold a couple of those up out here for Ben. Good bag of fish. Going to have you guys in 7th place right now on that Pro Guide leaderboard. Boat 109, Weston Hardiman and Andrew Bradford. Coming up next, another good bag of fish. The hits keep on coming. That sun came out this afternoon. Good bag of fish for Hardiman and Bradford, $12.93. Good day out there on the pond. Thank you, guys. Starting to stack up here. The later flights. We sent 221 teams out on the Smith Lake today. 225 signed up last fall. Drew Hicks and Wesley Webster, boat number 105 for $829. How are you, young man?
Good.
Does he take you fishing a lot?
Yes, sir.
What's your favorite way to catch one?
Shaky head.
That's my favorite way, too. That's a Smith Lake staple. Appreciate you guys. Boat 98, Derek Coughlin and Jeffrey Cavillion. Here we go. 5 fish. Gonna go 8-16. You said, is that a good or a bad?
It was rough.
Rough day.
Oh, yeah.
Fish getting caught, but it always looks easier when they get to the scales, right? Absolutely. Appreciate you. Smith Lake kicking out a lot of limits today. Here comes another one. Don Privet, Bruce Summers, boat 119 with 5 that are going to go 896 on the day. Doing okay this afternoon? Good enough. I understand. It beats Pickwick. Hey, it feels a lot better than it did at Pickwick. I couldn't feel my toes by this time during that Pickwick weigh-in. Boat 105, Bud Wilson and James Robinson. Here we go. Another 5 fish limit, getting them in the double digits. 10:02 on the day. Here at Smith Lake. Appreciate you guys. Lots of limits. I said there would be 170. Is that what I said, John Simpson? I said 170. I think we're going to get there. It feels like it right now in the weigh-in. Another 5 fish limit. Boat number 110. 1060 for Preston Henson and Adam Lynn. How are you, sir?
We're surviving. I'll take it.
Hey, just keep. It's like play small ball, right, until you get a chance to hit a home run.
Exactly.
Well, hey, we got 3 to go. Everybody's trying to get in the top 75 to go to that championship at Lay Lake. Jacob Schmersher. Scripture. Man, I messed it up this morning. I thought I nailed it. 645 for 4 fish. I'm so sorry. No, she doesn't. She told me that was right. She said it was Schmersher. That's what she said. She really did try to correct me. Okay, that's why I said I didn't like you standing there. I'm just saying. But 112, Tommy Petrosky, Barry Halbert. Now let's talk about this, okay? Listen, this is 5 that are going to weigh 466, okay? So, listen. Okay, can we do something for the smallest limit? And
don't tell me it's the smallest limit yet.
It is the smallest limit so far. Listen, everybody needs a little stage time. We've seen a couple 20-pound bags, but it's not easy to catch 5 that weigh 4 pounds.
We caught a lot of slots. A lot of slots today. Yeah. Yesterday we were catching a lot of overs. Today we were catching a lot of unders. So we came in with more unders.
That's it. Hey, you brought in 5. That's all that matters. That's your job. Thank you, guys. We can weigh overs and unders in this tournament, over 15 inches. Brian Johnson and Brandon Gross, 5 that are going to go 637. Not the day we wanted.
No, it was terrible.
Terrible, he says. Don't say that about Smith Lake. Don't you dare say that. Place is kicking out all the limits. The Blackwoods, Brandon and Clint, 5 fish, 11.69 on the day. Good day.
It's better than what I thought.
Better than what you thought. What'd you think they were going to weigh?
10.
10? Okay, well, then we'll take 11 and take it to the house and see you at the third. I like it. White line gypsies, they say. Getting out of Smith Lake. William Carter and Chuck Medley. No, well, it's not. Well, we just saw it, though. You want to weigh it? 5 for 728. He says as a lowlifer, he should get the award for smallest bag. We just saw 5 for 4 pounds. You had smaller, you threw them back. Okay, they culled their small ones. Oh, hang on. Hold that one up. That's cute as a button. Let me have that little guy. Well, hold this up for Ben. Here, let's get a picture. You a lowlifer. You asked for it. Come on. Hold it up like this. This is how my little boy used to hold them. Hold it like that. Hold it up. There we go. Come on, let's get, come on. Get out of here for Ben.
This is not right.
Well, hey, you asked for it. You said you wanted an award for the smallest one. I'm just giving you your time to shine. Thank you, guys. Please do not slash my tires in the parking lot. I am in the truck with the Y'all T tag right over here if you need to key it or slash the tires. Joe Mayfield, Dally Mayfield, 5 that are going to go 470. Listen, you guys are killing me right now.
Well, we thought we were supposed to catch the smallest.
You thought, Kay, this was like a reverse tournament where the smallest limit was going to win.
Well, everything we catch is in the slot, so you got to go catch something.
You got to bring something up here. I understand. Get some stage time no matter what. Michael Woolley, Joe Woolley, 5 that are going to go 10.09 on the day. Double digits, not what we wanted.
Not what we wanted. Largemouth disappeared and caught about 75 to catch them. So
Here's what it is. On to the next one. We'll see you guys down the road. Bill Darby and John Greenwood, boat 118 coming up. Double digit back here, 1090.
well, it was pretty tough practice on us, but we're proud of 1090.
Ain't no doubt. Hey, double digits is never a bad thing. We'll see you down the road. Got trouble coming up here. These two boys, they've hooked each other. They've hooked bass. They've done all kind of stuff this year in the Alabama Bass Trail. Trey Dowse, Justin Dowse, 5 fish. Going to go 773. You should have weighed in your brother again. I've made that joke before. I'm going to keep making it.
I told him that we ain't done worth crap since Jordan, so I might have to hook him every time going forward.
Go ahead. So he hooked his brother in the head at Lake Jordan. They had a great event, and he hasn't hooked him since, and they haven't caught him.
No, not at all. Not even like we zeroed at Pickwick.
Would you take one for the team already?
He's going to have to do it without me seeing it.
Would you like to blame anybody like Darian Craig?
No, where's he been?
Where's he been? Kay fired him early.
Did
Yeah, just got ugly. Yeah, he spilled sweet tea everywhere. It was a mess.
That was my tea.
It was your tea. Stupid, dumb Darian. Thank you, guys. Stephen West, Wendell Edgel. 5 fish, 982 on the day. You said that was a sigh of relief that it's over. Okay, I get it. Been there many times. You see a lot of emotions up here on this weigh-in stage. That is for sure. Bob Power, Ryan Trammell coming up next. 102. You sure you don't have a 7-pounder? Great bag of fish right here, though.
Y'all might break the camera if y'all take a picture of Bob, but y'all got to take the picture.
5 that are going to go 1578. Are you going to put up that? John Simpson said you guys are going to break the camera if we take your picture.
He was talking about me, but it takes ugly to know ugly.
That's right. Yeah, real recognize real, they say.
John's one of my favorite people.
He's one of my favorite people, too.
When he's asleep.
Yeah. Let's hold those up. I don't want you and John to get in a fight up here. How'd we catch those today?
We a little bit of everything. We got lucky quick and got a overs limit in the first hour and then spent all day looking to upgrade, and we upgraded by like an ounce at a time. But it was crankbaits was the big thing, and we couldn't get them to hit plastic for a long time.
Well, got the foundation laid earlier. Grab a couple up. Don't break our camera, Bob. Do not break our camera. If you break it, you buy it. Miss Kay will invoice you before you get off the stage. I've seen her do it. got you guys in the Pro Guide top 10 right now. I might be lying about that, actually. I don't know. 114 coming up. Shannon Thompson and Shane Kent. Another 5 bass limit. Not much to it, he says. 596 on the day. It's not the smallest. It's not. I'm trying to make you feel better. It's not the smallest. We've seen 2 4-pound limits. So it could always be worse. Just understand that. We saw some that would fit in a Vienna sausage container. A couple bags of those. I've seen days I'd like to have them. Just would never like to have them with a smart aleck like me with a microphone, that's for sure. 2026 on top. Rudy Worley and Will Duncan. Will half the team that finished second at Pickwick. Boat 121 today. Unfortunately, not going to be in the top 10. 795 on the day. 5 fish. Appreciate you guys. See you at the next one. We appreciate everybody coming out on this pretty afternoon. We didn't think it would be so pretty yesterday when we rolled into Jasper and it was raining sideways. That's for sure, but it turned out to be a great day and a great event so far. How many limits do we have so far, John? I just need confirmation that I'm right on stuff. Wasn't complimented enough as a child, apparently. Yeah. Are we getting close to 100? We're probably close to 100. What'd you say it was going to be? I said 120. 120, okay. Okay. You're probably not. I don't know. How many have we weighed in? We've weighed in 122. 122, okay. We still got 100 to go. You may be wrong then. You may definitely be wrong on that. I said 170 limits. John said 120. I think Daniel Price has righted me and split the difference. Last week at Lake Martin, I had 219 limits. Got 5 fish here, another limit. 841 for boat. 111 Alan McCoy. Daniel Kent. Not the size we wanted to see today.
No, it wasn't. We really didn't have nothing we lost, but we just caught a bunch of fish that was all in a slot.
Is what it is some days, right? We appreciate you. We'll see you, Wheeler. We're going to take a quick break, guys, and we will be right back with more Smith Lake Limits, hopefully 170.
Live coverage of the Alabama Bass Trail is brought to you by Garmin, Power Pole, Big Bite Baits, Mountain Dew, Yamaha.
At Phoenix Boats, our passion for fishing is obvious. Whether it's a pro event or fishing with our family and friends,
we truly love the sport of fishing.
That's why our goal is to make every single Phoenix boat that goes out the door the best fishing platform it can be in both design and construction.
We love to fish as much as anyone, and we believe it shows in every boat we build.
Phoenix Boats, built by anglers for anglers.
Here at Lanners McClarty Chevrolet, it's time to pick your offer on a new Chevy Silverado 1500. That's right, pick the offer that's best for you. Choose rates as low as 2.9% for 72 months, or how about up to $12,000 off all Silverados? They have the best selection in years with over 500 pre-owned vehicles available. Big store, big on savings, and big on customer service. Visit LannersMcClartyChevrolet.com.
Some things ain't worth keeping. Yesterday's traditions, today's adventures, tomorrow's memories. Now that's something worth keeping. Fish Alabama and find your keeper.
For more information, visit fishalabama.org.
Things you let me see. Things you let me see.
I grew up in the South. I love it here, like I love the homemade taste of Jack's. Right now, get our Bacon Ranch Big Jack. All beef patties, crispy bacon, and yeah, homemade ranch. Get the Bacon Ranch or our classic Big Jack starting at $5.49 with fries.
Welcome back. Live from Smith Lake here in Jasper, Alabama. Stop number 2, the Alabama Bass Trail. We got 138, boat number 138, Dean Nelson, Dwayne Nelson. 5 for 537 on the day. Not what we wanted. Hard day. Hard day's work. We appreciate you guys. Boat 128 coming up next. The Dukes boys. Just some good old boys. Always harming the bass, I feel like. 5 for 1180. Good day.
Yeah, it was fun. We caught a lot of fish. Just couldn't get the big bites we needed.
Story of Smith Lake a lot of times, right? It's a great place to go bass fishing. Sometimes it can be frustrating trying to catch those little bit bigger fish to separate you from the crowd. Jamie Starnes, Ricky Fowler, boat 125. 5 that are going to go 504. Anything you'd like to talk about?
Caught a lot of fish, just a bunch of small ones.
Just no size.
Yep.
Now it's time to take her to the house. We'll see you at Wheeler. Boat 145, Aaron Bishop, Brian Waldrop. Come on up here, guys. Got a double-digit bag here. 5 that are going to go 1057. Good event.
I'll take it. It's rough.
And on to Wheeler.
That's more my style. I'll take that.
Ready for the Tennessee River, he says. Get me out of Smith Lake. You hear that every now and then. You just don't ever hear it from a Wiggins or a Sams or a Daniel. David Kyle, Scott Callahan. Now, listen, I'm not saying that I think you just got it. We've had a couple of those 4-pound bags, 421. Is that the smallest one we'll see today?
Probably so.
Hey, it's 5, though, right? 5 in the bag. Robert Eret, Mike Russell. 5 that are going to go 1061 on the day. There we go. Hey, it's better than, 4 pounds.
Yes, sir. You're
100%. Hey, I went to county school, but I can do math. 10 is better than 4 in bass fishing. Harry Payton and Harry Payton II. 5 fish. Double digit. 1072. How we catch them?
Crankbait and live scope.
Crankbait and live scope. It's just the live scoping is happening on Smith Lake. 148. Jason Metz, Larry Whirl. 5 bass. 1051. The last guy had 1052. You guys were very close to being twins.
Could be worse.
Could be worse, right? Could you have been twinning with the 4 pounds? Nobody wants to twin with that guy. I'll be honest. Got another 5 fish limit coming up for the Norman, Scott, and Todd. Boat number 150. 5 fish for 736 on the day. Ever have any opportunities at any bigger fish?
We did.
Who screwed that up? You or him?
Probably me.
Okay, well, hey, I like a man that's honest. We appreciate you guys fishing with us. Thank you so much. I always want them to blame their partner and then to have, drama on the stage. Turn this into some WWE or something. 139, Sean Hornbuckle and Barry Morris. 5 bass for $9.55. Good day. It's always good to catch a limit.
I guess. Giants.
I guess they're Giants. Appreciate you guys. Uh-oh, we got a ball player coming up, looks like. Chad Wilson and Hunter Wilson. 5 fish. $10.75. Great job today. How are you, young man?
Good.
Did you play basketball today?
No, sir.
You didn't? Do you dunk on people's heads when you play?
Yes, sir.
You ever made anybody cry when you dunked on them?
Yes, sir.
Did you like that?
Yes, sir.
You're a baller. I like it. He said he dunks on them and they cry when he dunks on them. That's how it's supposed to be. John Burt and Daryl Lester, boat 147. 5 fish for $6.24. Whose fault is it?
His.
That's what I like to hear. That's what I like to hear. Get angry at him. The next tournament when he fishes with an alternate, I'll be like, it's my fault. I broke up the team. I broke up the marriage on stage. Philip Sprayberry, Gary Holmes, 149. 4 bass for $5.16. One shy and not the size we need.
Oh, not at all. Not at all. Rough day today.
Ready to get to the house and get to Wheeler?
Yeah, I guess we'll see what we can do.
We'll see you there. Sam Long and Jason Atkins, 5 fish today. Boat number 123, 733. Did we have some near misses, some losses, anything we want to blame for not having what we want to have?
Yeah, we needed to be one flight behind where we are.
A little bit later, you think the later flight's catching them?
What? Yeah, we just we caught 3. We caught 2 of the 2 nicest ones there, and then I caught a big rockfish. I mean, and then we had to take it loose and head out.
Head right back to Smith Lake Dam. We'll see you at Wheeler. Chuck Stevens and Dale Stevens, 5 fish. Boat number 195 going to weigh 8 pounds even on the day. Frustrating.
Rough day.
Rough day is what he's saying. I understand that. Boat 144, Eric White and Adam Fleeman representing Grassy Custom Tackle. How are you, boys? Pretty good. 5 for $9.48. Not what you probably wanted today, but let's move ahead. We've got a little pond we're going to for the next one that you know a thing or two about.
I'm looking forward to it.
Bad luck, home lake curse. What are we going to expect there? What's going to be the win and weight at our next event on Wheeler Lake?
The weather's going to play a huge role. I mean, you know that. The grass don't seem to be quite as good this year as it's been the last couple of years, but it's still going to take 22, 23 pounds to win it.
It's going to be a fun one. We're going to see a lot of big smallmouth and largemouth. We appreciate you, boys. 132, we got Ben Yarbrough. I'm going to screw up your last name again. Scrimshire. That's how Kate told me not to say it earlier. 5 that way, 1204. She told me it was Schmersher, I promise. She really didn't. I said that.
That's close. That's close.
She's giving me dirty looks. Is she? Will you look and see if she's staring at me?
Yeah, she's staring at you.
She said I'm lying. Do you think I'm lying?
Hey, you can't ever tell.
Can't ever tell? I don't know. That's right. We are fishermen. That's right. Appreciate you. How'd we catch that 12 pounds a day?
Man, we just went out there and threw a shaky head around and got lucky. Caught 30 fish, but, man, I bet we caught a bunch of shorts, so we barely got 5, so we was lucky today.
Smith Lake staple, the shaky head. We appreciate you guys getting it done and making me look like a liar in front of Kay again. Brian Dowdy, Kyle Llewellyn, 12-18. Good job, old buddy.
It's work. It's work.
It's work for 12 pounds on Smith sometimes.
You know, that's about average what we do here, but this is my favorite place of everywhere we go. I love this place.
That's what I said today so many times. It's my favorite lake to be on. It's a beautiful lake. It's full of fish. You're going to get a bite.
It's never going to get crowded, and the wind can blow 100 miles an hour and you can still fish.
That's exactly right. Well, we'll see you at Wheeler Lake. We know you love that Tennessee River. Here comes a couple other fellas that love that Tennessee River. Bobby Sharver and Jeff Prizza. Boat 131, 1236. Good day. Yeah, that's right. Seeing a lot of 10s and 11s with that 12-pound, 13-pound range separate you.
Well, we got lucky. We got two largemouth there at the end. It kind of bumped us up a little bit. So we caught, man, like everybody I've heard, caught a bunch of fish today. That's so much fun out there. Just like I hear you talking on your podcast all the time, how much fun you have. I'm going to have to start coming down here more than when I come down here because this is a whole lot of fun.
Listen, we both live very close to the Tennessee River. Most of the time I just bypass it and just come right on down here to Jasper, Alabama. I love me some Smith.
Start following you down here.
I love this place. At the right time of year for sure. It's a lot of fun. Thank you, Bobby. Lawrence Judd and Reed Connor, boat 129. Another one of those 5 bass limits, 10:33 on the day. On the day. We have any kickers that we lost today?
We had one kicker that we lost, but that floating worm was working today.
Hey, that's one of my favorite ways to catch a bass.
You ain't wrong. You ain't wrong. And old Reed did all the work today. I was a net man, but it was a good day.
Well, we'll see you at Wheeler Lake. Glad y'all had fun. That floating worm bite is a good time. Jake Bice and Briar Chambers, another good bag, 12.65. Good job, boys. How'd we catch those up today?
Oh, we caught them early with the chatterbait, and then we scoped.
You ain't scoping, you're hoping. That's what the kids say. That's what I keep saying up here. So that's the deal.
It's the deal.
Got to do it.
That's right.
We'll see you guys at Wheeler Lake. Here come the 4-time winners on the Alabama Bass Trail. Boat 143, Mitch Mitchell, Candler McCollum, 961. Not going to add number 5 this week, but we got 3 more chances, and I feel like y'all have a good chance at that next one.
Yeah, I hope so. Hope it's a lot better than this one. I was looking for swim bait in the current today, and I couldn't find it. So
Last week I saw you weighed in one that weighed like 9 pounds, so maybe you used up your luck. You caught a Pickwick dinosaur last weekend.
yeah, you add all those together, and that one was bigger.
Well, we'll see you guys at Wheeler. Thank you. Here, this team, no pressure coming into this. Great bag of fish. Stephen McAvoy, Josh Butts. We were picking you guys on the podcast, and you showed up and showed out, $13.94.
About that, we did. I did see one of the biggest bass I've ever seen in my life today, and I spent way too long trying to catch it on a dock, and probably wasn't gonna bite. But if we'd have called it, we'd have had a mega bag.
You should tell Craig Daniel where it's at and see if he'll go catch it.
I want to go catch it tomorrow because it may be my personal best. Like it may be like
Smith Lake. How big we talking?
It was over 9.
Over 9 pound.
It was not a carp. Because
Sure.
Oh, I'm sure.
Did you throw bread at it at any point just to see?
I threw a minnow at it, and I threw a pinky stinky at it, but it didn't work too well.
Well, if you catch it tomorrow, I'm sure we'll see it on Instagram. Josh Butts coming off of a top 5 there at Pickwick. Corey Alexander, Bobby Urban, boat 141. We got 5. They're going to weigh 454. That's more than you thought they were going to weigh?
Yeah, we had a good practice, but all of our fish were not there today. They got very, very, very small. Almost started to throw the overbite just so we'd have a chance at the Diet Mountain Dew small bass.
Yeah, Diet Mountain Dew small bass. Indeed, Mountain Dew big bass right now, though, is 701. Bigger than a lot of the limits we're seeing today. A lot of good limits of fish, though. Where are we at on the check line? Where's it hovering right now, John Simpson? We're going to pay 40 places here. $64,000 getting paid back to these Alabama Bass Trail North. 1127 right now in check range. So that's why I say it's so important. Those 12 and 13 pound bags definitely separate you on Smith. A lot of 10s and 11s. Got another limit coming up here, 168. Jason Holloway and Jeremy Barnett. 5 that are going to weigh 791. You said you're glad it's over.
I'm glad it's over. We caught them last hour. Just
Last hour? Well, we'll see you at Wheeler Lake. Maybe keep that momentum going. Boat 135 coming up here. Scotty Cox, Trey Sorrells, another 5 bass limit. Double-digit limit. Just shy of check range right now, 1035. Proud to have them top 75 in the points. Every fish matters towards those points to get to Lay Lake.
And the big one got away.
Big one always gets away. That's what I hear. We appreciate you guys. Cole Wade and Donnie Wade, boat 171, coming up with another 5 bass limit here. Good bag of fish, 1177 on the day. Smith Lake's going to have you right there around check range. We appreciate you guys. With several boats to go today here at Smith Lake Dam. Jasper, Alabama. Stop number 2, the Alabama Bass Trail presented by Phoenix Boats. What's up, guys? Another day, he says 5 that are going to go. 1189. Good bag of fish.
Not bad.
Not bad.
No.
How'd we catch them?
Shaky head.
The Smith Lake staple, the shaky head. I feel like the bass on Smith Lake know every brand of shaky head. They can tell you UPC numbers. Clifton Bates, Daniel Heidegger, 5 fish away, 11-15. Did you catch them on shaky head?
Not one. All.
Not one, okay.
Cinco's.
Cinco's. That's something else these Smith Lake bass like. Appreciate you. Yamamoto Cinco's. Moving right along. Boat 167, Scott Lentz and Drew Thornton. We got 5 bass. Going to weigh 1149. Good tournament.
It's all right.
How'd we catch them?
Stop scoping.
If you're not scoping, you're hoping.
That's right.
So that's all you did. You just stare at that screen all day long. Do you ever get tired of looking at it? You just want to go skip a dock?
Well, we cranked a little bit, but couldn't catch up with shorts.
So you said the heck with it. We'll just keep staring at the screen. Hey, if it ain't broke, don't fix it, right? Good job, boys. Boat 159, we've got the Seabolts, Jeff and David. 3 bass for $4.89. 2 shy of the limit. Did you leave them out there?
No.
You,
30 that was in the slot.
just those only keepers we could come up with. Well, we appreciate you guys. Boat 157 in the ABT South Champs last week at Lake Martin, trying to go back to back. What's up, buddy? Not going to happen. Mark McKegg and Tim Hursty says 11:32. We've won here before. A little bit different day today.
Yeah, I didn't have a great practice. Tim had a decent practice. We kind of fished in the areas that we both had some bites, but I really struggle here when they're not many of them on the bank and not many of them off the bank.
Where it's kind of the between, everything but the kitchen sink going on.
Yeah, I mean, I know there's probably a pretty good, decent dock bite here for some people, but I never could really figure that out. I mean, I could see some fish, but I just couldn't get them to bite. So.
Well, on to the next one at Logan Martin and then Wheeler. We know you're going to be at both of them, trying to get that 4th ABT win. They got their 3rd win last weekend. Boat 175, Paul Bork and Josh Stevens, all the way from North Carolina, 5 for 1078. Did work for us today on live. Broke it down great for us.
Thank you. We never got a largemouth bite, but look for it. So.
Well, our Mountain Dew Big Bass is 701, and it was a largemouth, and the 2 20-pound bags are all largemouth. So that was definitely the key to getting that weight on up there today.
Good for those boys. So.
Exactly right. That's what I say. Thank you, guys. Boat 151, Zachary Taylor and Josh Austin, 11:53 for 5 bass. How'd we catch those?
Shaky head mostly, maybe 1 or 2 on a chatterbait.
Like to see it. Thank you guys for fishing with us. That shaky head doing work. Boat 189, Brian Huffstudler, Stephen Morrow, 5 fish for $7.93 on the day. How you doing, buddy? How'd we catch those today?
On the stumps.
Man, listen, I ain't touching that with a 10-foot pole. You go ahead.
Yeah, we stump fished all day, largemouth, and we should have 3 as big as our other ones, but we lost them.
Whose fault?
Mine.
All right. Okay. Well, hey, at least you're taking credit for it. We appreciate you guys fishing with us today. I mean, it's rare to make me speechless. Sometimes it happens. Congratulations. You did get me. You did get me. We appreciate you guys. Got a little break in the action. John Simpson, we're going to take another break. Going to take a quick break, and we'll be back with more Alabama Bass Trail action from Smith Lake.
The Alabama Bass Trail, brought to you by Halo Fishing, Net Bait, Bait Fuel, Snag Proof.
At Phoenix Boats, our passion for fishing is obvious. Whether it's a pro event or fishing with our family and friends,
we truly love the sport of fishing.
That's why our goal is to make every single Phoenix boat that goes out the door the best fishing platform it can be in both design and construction.
We love to fish as much as anyone, and we believe it shows in every boat we build.
Phoenix Boats, built by anglers for anglers.
Here at Lanners McClarty Chevrolet, it's time to pick your offer on a new Chevy Silverado 1500. That's right, pick the offer that's best for you. Choose rates as low as 2.9% for 72 months, or how about up to $12,000 off all Silverados? They have the best selection in years with over 500 pre-owned vehicles available. Big store, big on savings, and big on customer service. Visit LannersMcClartyChevrolet.com.
Nobody wants to run out of power when they're on the water. There is a better way. Introducing the Charge Marine Power Management Station from PowerPole that does the work of 3 devices: a traditional battery charger, a charge on the run, and an emergency start system. PowerPole Charge.
Let's go!
Ooh, I love it.
Let's go. I think we should get some more.
Let's go!
And she got it good too. T-boned it.
Let's go!
I love it. Cheers.
Let's go.
I grew up in the South. I love it here. Like I love the homemade taste of Jack's. Right now, get our Bacon Ranch Big Jack. All beef patties, crispy bacon, and yeah, homemade ranch. Southern style. Ain't no other way. We're good, hard-working people serving great food.
Big game today. Big game today. Good luck.
Come on in for our Bacon Ranch Big Jack or get our classic with crinkle cut fries starting at $5.49. Stop by and say hey. Hey. I'm Donna Davis, and I am all about the South.
And welcome back to Jasper, Alabama. Smith Lake, the Alabama Bass Trail stop number 2 of the North Division. Casey Walker, Zach Lemon, boat 142, 5 fish for 584. And ready for the next one.
We're ready for the next one.
I understand. We'll see you at Wheeler Lake. Thank you, boys. 162, the Wills, Harold Wills and Harold Wills the third. John Simpson's telling me it's a good bag of fish coming. Here we go. Good bag of fish. Going to definitely have you in that check program right now. 1340 on the day. How'd we catch them?
Trick worm.
We're on a shaky head?
Yep.
The Smith Lake staple. We appreciate you guys. Thank you, guys. This next team right here, I don't even recognize one of them here. 153, Fisher and Ryan and I, we stuck with them for a little while this morning, and then they went to catching them after I left. I was bad luck, wasn't I, young man? 1782 for the Anais. Ryan and Fisher are going to have you in 4th place. Let's hold them up, and then let's talk about it real quick. A great bag of fish. Great job for us on live. They just didn't catch them until I left, and then the fireworks started, apparently. I know. That's what I'm like. Are you kidding me right now? Right here to Ben. Yeah, I'll grab the 5th one. As long as Fisher doesn't mind for me to steal his thunder a little bit and get in this picture. I'll get in here with him. Okay, we're going to get to that. We're going to talk about that. Fisher and Ryan Anaya. And Fisher be fishing, that's for sure. All the time we see this young man. I pulled up today, and Pop said, I'm just in the back trying to help out a little bit. Who caught the most today?
I really couldn't tell you. I lost count after we caught so many, but it was a bunch of small ones. We just got lucky and ran into 5 of the right ones.
So I just heard Miss Kay ask you what happened to your hair. And I don't know if the fans at home want to know that, but you had these long flowing locks that I thought that's where you got your fishing powers from. And I pulled up today, and it's all gone.
I got into a fight with a cat, and it won.
The cat won. How did we catch those 5 today?
We caught every one of them throwing a Jamaica rig.
A little Crush City action?
Yes, sir.
You know it, all right. We'll see you guys. The Anaya 17 pounds. Going to have them in 4th place right now. Chris Webb, Ricky Campbell, 152. Got 5 for 836 on the day. And you got the best mustache here and still got your hair.
Yeah, I still got my hair.
And the 5-fish limit. Kay done put Fisher on the spot about his hair. I was giving him a hard time on live about it just a little bit. Another great bag of fish coming. Taylor Thompson, Garrett Sanders, 5 that are going to go 14-16. Have you just shy of the Pro Guide leaderboard top 10?
Yes, sir. Just caught them shallow, fluke, and a swim bait.
Sounds like a fun day out there on Smith Lake. Appreciate y'all. Later flights bringing them in. Boat 155, Michael Briggs and Cody Koger. Come on up here, Michael. 5 that are going to go 628.
It was a grind. I should have had about a 13-pound bag. When you can't keep them buttoned, that's what happens.
They just kind of, wave and go home, right? We'll see you at Wheeler. Sometimes they can do that to you. Mine always do that. Another great bag of fish coming up here. I feel like there were bass poking out all sides of that bag for Justin Bussey and Ben Webb. 5 that are going to go 14-12. Great day.
I'll take it.
Who did most of the damage?
It's a team effort.
That's what I like to hear.
We fished clean. That's all we had. Never got a big bite. And we had a top 10 last time. We'll take that and go to the next one.
Great points. Trying to get in that top 9 for Team of the Year for the Bassmaster Team Championship, and top 75 going to go to Lay Lake. Appreciate you guys. See you at the next one. Robert Wright and Chris Hawkins. Boat 169, 1067 on the day. Going to be just shy of check range with that.
Oh, tough.
Tough day.
We caught a lot of fish, just couldn't find a big bite.
Smith Lake's a lot of fun. Sometimes getting that better than average size, though, can be tricky.
Yeah, it can be.
It's kind of the story of the day. We appreciate you guys. Kent Keys and David Campbell, 5 bass. Boat number 178 coming up here. Another 5-fish limit. How are you, sir?
Good, man. How you doing?
I'm pretty good. I didn't get to catch any bass today, so not as good as you. 10:53 on the day. How'd we catch them?
Just shallow, but never got a big bite.
Up shallow, kind of the Smith Lake story today. Appreciate you. See you at the next one. They're stacking up here. How are you, boys? Adam Reed, Corey Jones, boat 160, bringing us 5. Double digits. 1097, just shy check range, but a good day.
Yeah, it was a tough day, but it was fun. I mean, we caught a bunch of fish. We just never caught the right size.
Smith Lake can be a lot of fun, especially in March. We appreciate y'all. Jeff Cannon and Marty Colley coming up, boat 156. How are you, sir?
All ready.
5 that are going to go 11:39. How'd we catch them?
Flipping.
That's fun.
Oh, yes. We caught a bunch of them.
Catching them flipping is always a good time in my book. Boat 172, the Whaleys, Kevin and Kyler. How are you, sir?
Not so good.
Not so good, he says. 5 for 524. What are you going to do later tonight to get over that?
No, but we had 4 swim out of the overflow, so.
What?
Yeah, 4 of them.
They just got right out. They were so small, they clogged up the live well?
At one point in time, we had 5 fish for 232.
5 for 232? You should have brought those up here. I would have made Kay give you a prize.
Well, I can go back out there and get them.
5 for 2 pounds. Thank you so much. William Lynn and Donna Lynn, 5 for 1424. 14-24 is a good day.
Oh, that's very good, but it's sad. You have to fish a clean tournament to win one of them. 20-pound would have been no problem today if they'd been put in the boat, but
Just left a few out there.
with hooks in the mouth.
Well, they're definitely 20-pound bags to be caught, and we've seen that today, a couple of those, and we appreciate you guys fishing with us. 14 pounds, great bag of fish. We got Greg Tomlin and Jeremy Tomlin coming up here, boat 170 with 14.64. These later flights are kicking them out. Did you catch most of them when the sun kind of popped out this afternoon? Did you have them early?
We actually caught most of ours early, so it seemed like the bite kind of died later in the day for us.
All right, well, then I'm wrong again because we've been sitting up here saying, man, these later flights, because of that sun, turns out me and John don't know what we're talking about. Who knew? Boat 154, Justin Durden and Matt Thomas, another 5-fish limit, $11.99. Going to have you in check range.
Hope so.
Fingers crossed, toes crossed. That holds up.
Maybe so.
They're bringing them in this afternoon. Appreciate you, boys. Boat 163 coming up next. Josh Benford and Jerry McCafferty. How are you, sir? I'm doing pretty good. Good to see you. 1074 on a day, double-digit limit. Nothing to shake a stick at.
No good.
No good, Jerry says. Well, it's good to see you. We appreciate y'all fishing with us. Got the Calverts coming up here, Roman and Shannon. Good bag of fish. Gonna have you in check range, 13.51 on the day.
It was tough. Bad tough.
But hey, you got those better than average bites, so we're seeing a lot of 10s and 11s. That 13 pounds should have you in pretty good shape.
Hopefully so.
All right, we'll see you at Wheeler. Boat 222, Ashley Peebles and Anthony Wiley. I was waiting on y'all to come by this morning. Man, y'all were dragging up the rear there. 11.73 on the day. How'd we catch those?
All shaky head.
All shaky head. Hey, it's the Smith Lake deal.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
What were we putting on it? Secret trick worm?
Secret trick worm.
All right. Good to see y'all. Thank y'all for coming. Mike Fitzpatrick and Gary Fitzpatrick, boat 187. Good bag of fish, 12.86 on the day. How do we catch those?
Spinnerbait and swim bait.
That sounds fun. That spinnerbait bite, were they getting it good?
They were killing it.
That sounds like a good time to me. Jackie Jones and Donald Jones, boat 164, another 5-fish limit. Come on up here, fellas. 9.92, so just shy of that double digits there. Did we ever have any more opportunities?
We lost a couple of decent fish, but all in all, we boated pretty much. Just crazy weather day, a little bit. So.
It was. We froze this morning, and now it's warm. I'm up here burning up with this get up on.
Yeah, and we got wetter today than we did yesterday.
Yeah, it was weird, very weird day. We appreciate you guys. Mark Condren and Ted Paisley coming up. 5 that are going to weigh $12.99. Good bag of fish, boys. Tough day on the pond, but I mean, almost 13 pounds. Good one.
Man, it was. We had a conversation last night. I was like, I'm a good partner. I've never hit Ted in the head, and I made one of those really hard backhand casts, and I got him good, and I was like afraid to turn around.
Did you hook Ted?
No, I just whacked him with that half-ounce shaky head.
Ted, let me. How are you, buddy? Are you okay? How many fingers am I holding up?
It'll take me a while to get over this.
Okay, but you can. This
looks like 4.
This is 4 fingers. Okay, we need a medic. He got hit in the head with a half. He didn't know how many fingers I was holding up. I don't know. He signed a liability release. I think he's good. Go Vols. Go Vols, I say. See you, boys. Thank you. Lisa Johnson and Mike Johnson. 5 that are going to go 10-10. Did you hit Mike today?
No, I didn't hit Mike.
Okay, maybe you should have. I don't know.
Maybe so. we had fun anyway.
That's what it's all about. Smith Lake's a lot of fun. We appreciate you guys. We'll see you at Wheeler Lake. It's going to be another fun one for us. Ben Lakey, Jordan McGee, another 5 bass limit. Going to say that a lot today. Already have 10.71. Good day.
It was tough. We caught a bunch of fish, but never could upgrade.
Just trying to get that separation of some of those 2+ pounders. Getting that 3-pound range on Smith can be tough.
That's right. I think our biggest fish was 220, and we never could get anything bigger than that. All of them cookie cutters.
Bring in those big ones at Wheeler. We'll see you at the next stop. Boat 199, Jonathan Vinson and White Brown, a 5-fish limit. Come on up here. Fellas, 10-13, some double digits. Better than you thought?
Oh, much better.
That's always a good thing. When you get to the scales, the numbers don't lie, right?
Exactly. And we was knocking them in the head all day long, but we just couldn't get the size we needed.
Well, hey, getting a lot of bites is better than no bites, right? And Smith Lake's got plenty of bass swimming around in it.
Exactly. I think Wyatt found most of them. We just couldn't get them to grow.
Well, we appreciate y'all. Glad you had fun, and we'll see you at Wheeler Lake. But 192, James DeMoss and Eric Fuller. 5 that weigh 1077, and I know y'all went the fastest today, I feel like.
we probably was fast.
Green streak when it came by us. We'll see you boys at Wheeler. We know you're looking forward to that. Tennessee River Rats. That's for sure. Boat 179, Will Grisham and Andrew Fikes. 5 that are going to go 10-21. Andrew said, woo. It is tough out there. Not what we wanted, but I think you know that next pond pretty good we're going to.
I don't know. Maybe. We'll see.
We're going to look forward to seeing you there at Wheeler Lake. Andrew Fikes knows him some Wheeler Lake. Brett Harrell and Tyler Smart, boat 184. 5 fish today. Good bag of fish. 1257. That's kind of above that. We're seeing a lot of 10s and 11s, so that's a good bag.
Yeah, it's not bad. We was hoping for a little bit more, but we'll take what we can get.
And roll on to Wheeler, get those points. That's right. We'll see you there on the Tennessee River for stop number 3. Boat 200 coming up. Caden Sinclair and Hunter Gibson. 5 fish that go 14.05. Where'd you get that juice?
Hey.
Did Mommy bring you that juice?
Yeah.
I sure do like your shirt. This shirt is awesome. Show that to the camera out there. Look at this. Carter's got his bass on his chest right there. I love it. Wearing it, represent the brand. Thank you, guys. 14-pound bag. How'd we catch those?
We caught them doing all kinds of different things. Caught a lot of them on jerkbait, though.
Fish are real scattered, sounds like. We've heard a lot of that today. You can throw the kitchen sink at them and catch a limit on Smith, but catching those quality fish. Were our quality fish largemouth or spots?
It was both, but we had one pretty good largemouth. So
that definitely helps the cause. We'll see you guys at Wheeler. Thanks for coming to see us, Carter. All right, winners here before. Boat 196, Damian Willis and Tyler Cocker. We know they had a bag today, and they brought them in to us. We saw you boys on live. 16-22. Another good event. We just finished the top 5 at Pickwick. Off to a good start this year.
Yeah, we're proud of it today. Had a lot that hit it and hook them up for a second and lose them, but it happens.
It sounded like it was pretty fast and furious this morning from the live, though. It sounded like we got on it quick.
They were small this morning.
Went cold up as it warmed up?
Yeah, it broke down on – we broke down on them later in the day.
What kind of baits were you using to do that?
Swim baits, spook.
Mainly swim bait and spook. That sounds like a really good time. Let's hold some of those up. It's going to get you in the top 10 right now. To have you guys in 8th place on the Pro Guide Batteries leaderboard. Great bag of fish for Willis and Cocker. They had a 21-pound bag of those Pickwick smallmouth last time. Right here to Ben out front. Up next is boat 181. Shane Mears and James Mears. How are you, sir? Boat 181, 3 fish. 3 that are going to go 445. Is there anybody you'd like to blame since you're up here by yourself?
No comment. No comment.
No comment.
We threw the kitchen sink. We still couldn't catch it.
Still couldn't catch them. We'll see you at Wheeler Lake. Bring the kitchen sink there, too. They keep on bringing us bass, John Simpson. 5 bass for Wesley Anderson and Cody Harrison right here. 1268 on the day. Great bag of fish. Thank you, guys. We got limits and limits and limits and limits coming up here in the queue. I can see it. The Fosters, Jason and James. How are you, sir? 191. 5 that are going to go. 958. Not the day you probably wanted, but hey, a limit's a limit.
That's right. We caught them all on spinner baits this morning. I mean, we caught a lot of fish, just never got that big bite.
I bet that was fun on a spinner bait.
Oh, yeah.
Up shallow?
Yeah.
That's a good time. That's the way to do it right there. Keith Hester and Scotty Butler, boat 211 coming up here. How are you guys? How are ya? Double digits, just shy of 11 pounds. Good day on the pond.
It was a pretty good day today. It didn't start out too good, but it wound up all right. So
Well, did we just lose some early, or did we just not catch any? Or?
we didn't lose fish today, I don't reckon. Well, that we got to the top of the water anyway. I'll put it that way. We broke off a couple of times, but
Whose fault was that?
the line.
Okay, blame the line. Let's see, you guys don't bite on blaming your partner. I like that. I respect that. Mike Hood, Rocco Samiri, 10:58 for 5, bringing them to us. We appreciate you guys. Thank y'all. Rolling through them, John Simpson. Boat 198 coming up next, Donnie Story. Denver Satterley, another 5 bass limit. Five for 1075. I told John Simpson it'd be 170 limits, and he laughed at me. I think we're going to see it.
Oh, yeah, no doubt.
Lots of fish. How we catch those?
Yeah, we caught a bunch of them. We just couldn't get rid of one little short one.
We'll see you at Wheeler Lake and hopefully bring in 5 of them big ones on the Tennessee River. Thad Baird, Kelly Paul, boat 193. He said that hurts. What hurts about it? Do you know what I mean? What? It's a limit, right? What hurts? Just they didn't weigh what you needed them to?
That's true.
Do you think they were fatter than they were?
They should have been.
Okay, it's the fish's fault. That's what I say, boys. Let's blame them. He said that hurts. I'm telling you, we hear all sorts of stuff up here on this weigh-in stage. We see the good and the bad and the ugly. Jimmy Wilson, Brian Holcomb, boat 197, another limit, 1051. Was it fun?
Yeah, we had a good time. Caught a lot of fish today.
Smith Lake's a good one. It's a gym in Alabama. That's no doubt about it.
That's a fact.
We'll see you at Wheeler, another gym. We'll see you on the Tennessee River, guys. Boat 209, Will Harding and Mike Dutton. Going to have 5 that are going to go 1197. It's kind of that 11-pound mark's been kind of the mark, so you're just below 12 there. Good bag.
Yeah, thanks. We fished hard for those.
It all comes to light when you come to the scales, but man, folks don't know how hard it is to catch 5 of those slimy rascals some days. We appreciate you, and we'll see you, Wheeler. Philip Nunley, Robin Erb, boat 214, a good bag of fish, 13-18, man. That separates you from the crowd right there a little bit.
Hopefully I get a check. That's all I care.
I think you're going to be in that check range right now. We got a little ways to go yet. To get in the top 10 right now, you need 1548 to get in the top 10. James Myers and Mark Waits, boat 223, 1199. Good day. Get you those points and get on to Wheeler.
That's what we was hoping for. We were hoping to have a little more, but caught a bunch of fish. Just tough to get the big one.
It's always a fun lake to fish, and Wheeler Lake up next. 3 more events in the Alabama Bass Trail North trying to make the top 75 in the points to get to the championship. Delton and Dexton Gregory, 5 bass, weigh 1141. And who do we have with us here today?
Knox Parker.
What's up, Knox? Do you like to catch fish? Hey, holler in that mic. We'll let you do it. You can replace me up here. Colby Harrison and David Self, another 5 fish limit coming to us. A good bag of fish. These are those, I keep saying, the separator bags. When it's got 13 in front of it, it seems to move you from the pack. 13.65. How do we catch them? Yeah, hey, you know what? Here's the deal. Here's the deal. When you have to think about it, I always feel like you're lying to me, because I talk to a lot of fishermen on this stage, and when you go, and then you turn and look at your partner, I feel like you're fixing to give me some garbage.
Yeah, I lost 2 big ones on a swim bait, so I should have remembered.
2 big ones on a swim bait. Great day today, guys. We appreciate y'all, even though you're definitely lying to me. No big deal. Parker Hamill and Jeff Hamill, 2 fish. The fish lied to you today, didn't they?
No doubt. We
hurt your feelings?
Had a good practice, but couldn't catch them today.
That's how it goes sometimes out there. We'll see you at Wheeler Lake. 221, we got Danny Shale and Anthony Land coming up. How are you guys? Another 5 bass limit. Going to go 11:31 on the day. It's a good day.
Yeah, we lost some fish. It would have helped us quite a bit, but, that's fishing.
Who lost them?
We both.
Okay. I was hoping maybe – I always try to get you guys to turn against each other up here.
We both lost them, and, We fished good. We caught a lot of fish. Just had lost a key bites.
That's how it goes sometimes. We'll see you down the road at Wheeler Lake. Mark Campbell and Taylor Campbell, 185. Come on up here. How are you guys? 4 for 463. Did he let you down today?
No, he actually pulled the weight more than I did.
Oh, you're not supposed to say that up here. You're supposed to blame him. Did you have fun, though?
I did.
Well, we like to see you guys out here. Appreciate y'all fishing with us, and we'll see you at Wheeler Lake. For the next one, stop number 3. Taryn Prince and Ivan Limley, a 5-fish limit, 909. A little short of where we need to be for a check, but a limit, and on to Wheeler.
Yeah, man. All the big ones we had stuck today come off.
They didn't even want to go for a boat ride, did they?
They didn't, man. They didn't want to ride in Legend today.
I feel like they didn't want to see me, so it's all my fault. That might have been it. We'll see you at the next one. Donnie Beck and Tony Harvey, 5-fish. How are you, sir? 5 for 1148. Did you find any current today?
No. Yeah, we tried.
You'll find some next time, though, won't you?
More likely.
More likely. We'll see you at Wheeler Lake. Donnie Beck, Tony Harvey, 11 pounds on the day. Here comes Sean and Davey Lolly, who I looked for. Y'all owe me gas money, in case you want to know. 12:15 on the day, 12:14, excuse me, boat 213. So we got our little trackers in our boats. We're running around with iPads. And I came trying to find you guys, and because of the service, it showed you guys were on this bank for about 17 hours today. And Miss Kay's texting me, I need you to find the lollies. And I'm like, they disappeared. Where did you go? Did you lock through?
Yes, we locked through below, and we fished the Sipsey all day. So yeah,
I figured you had to go somewhere because you were not where your tracker said you were. How'd we catch those today?
Mainly on Shaking Head. Pretty much that's all the way through all day, Shaking Head.
Smith Lake staple.
We seen you in White Oak. You were right there behind Brent Crow, I think, and we passed right by you. We yelled at you. We was like, hey, and then we went on.
So that was y'all that yelled at me. Miss Kay, I didn't see them. In case you're listening, she's listening. Thank you, boys. Appreciate y'all. Britt Perry and Chris Hargrove coming up next with a 5-fish limit. Come on up here, Britt. Good bag of fish. 5 for 12.50 should get you in that check range right now. We got a few to go.
Sounds good. I had a good one pull off that sure would have changed that bag.
Hopefully it don't hurt you. Come back to haunt you. You never know with those crazy fish.
Yeah, it's got a lot tougher. It definitely has.
We'll see you at Wheeler Lake. Hopefully that holds up before you get a check. Bradley Jones and Brooks Goza, 5-fish for $8.58. Just not what we wanted to get a check today.
No, bad day.
Looking forward to Wheeler, though.
Yeah, man.
All right, we'll see you there, guys. Boat number 205 coming up, Walker Brown and Sloan Pennington. Like we got a good bag of fish today, boys. 5 that are going to go $13.59 is going to get you. I mean, I can't guarantee it, but I think it's going to get you paid. Come on up here. Let's talk about that. How we catch those today?
Doing a little bit of everything. We caught some scoping, and we went up shallow and culled a few more times and seen a bunch, but we didn't get to weigh those in.
Sometimes they just kind of wave at you as you go by, right?
Yeah, we was waving at them.
A special wave, right? We'll see you boys at the next one, Wheeler Lake. Know you're looking forward to that. Tom Taylor and Russ Reynolds, boat 220. 4 that are going to go $7.66 on the day.
Yesterday was a good day. Yesterday was a great day.
And then today they just left you.
Yeah, it was different.
It's what it is, right? On to Wheeler Lake. We'll see you there. Lamar Patterson and Chris Harcrow, 5 bass. $11.86. Good job today.
Appreciate it. It was fun. Caught a lot of fish. Just couldn't get a big bite.
How'd we catch them?
Anything.
Anything?
Anything you threw, they'd bite it.
Listen, there are people probably behind this stage that caught smaller limits than you and are listening to you that might fight you. They're like, they didn't bite anything. Give me a break.
Bring it on.
Oh, yes. That's what I like to hear. Thank you, guys. Ash Goja, Danny Pettis, 5 fish today. 932 on the day. 5-fish limit, though. I mean, points, and we're getting that top 75 to go to Lele. Hey, thank goodness for the late weigh-in, right? All right, winding them down here. 2026 on top. Craig Grubbs, Matt Ferguson, Steve J. Hughes, Jordan Wiggins. 2003 in second place. Wesley Sams and Craig Daniel right now 18-10. Got them in third. The Anaya boys, Fisher and Ryan, 1782 in fourth. Alan Hayes, Danny Bishop, 1698 in fifth. Dylan and Greg Tucker, 1670 in sixth. Seventh place, John Kelly, Zeke Gossett, 1641. Damian Willis, Tyler Kiker in eighth with 1622. Now we're going to weigh another bag. Bill Mayo and Walt Roberts. I started my day by giving them a hard time. 5 for 1076. I'm not going to give you a hard time now. I'm so sorry. Listen, it was fresh on my mind because Walt gave me a hard time about it yesterday. We talked about it, and I'm like, as soon as your name popped up on the screen, it's the first thing I thought of. And I heard maybe you found it later.
We did. The next day, found it.
Too bad.
Floorboard, and it had gone straight down between two bottles of water.
Next to the bait fuel in the back. We appreciate you boys. We will see you. Wheeler Lake. 10, what'd we have? 10, be on your ticket right here. 1052, I believe, 10 something in that range. Billy Terrell, Justin Anglin, boat 218, 785 on the day for 5 fish. Just going to be short of a check today.
I'm sure it's short of a check today. It was a good day, though. Enjoyed it. Caught a lot of fish. Just nothing of a size.
That's what it's about, man. Getting those bites, having fun, and rolling on to Wheeler Lake. Dennis Miller and Anthony Gay, 5 fish. Dinks, he says. I didn't call him that. You did. But 5 that weigh 559. It is what it is.
It is what it is. Horrible.
Got to do better, Wheeler.
Yeah, you said that right.
Get it turned around.
Yes, sir.
3 more tournaments to get in that top 75.
Got to.
No pressure, but we'll see you there. Boat 225, Luke Kyle, Arch Cornett, 4 fish. You trying to run? Hey, I understand it. Been there, done that. 646, 1 shy of a limit on a tough Smith Lake today for you.
It was tough, man. It was one of those days. Thought we were going to do all right, but it's part of it. So thank you guys for what y'all do, and thanks to Smith Lake for hosting us here.
Absolutely. Thank you. We'll see you at Wheeler Lake. Lance Whitaker, Jeremy Briscoe, winners last year at Pickwick. The ABT North, 926 on the day. I know that's not what you wanted, but some days it just is like that.
It's just like, yeah, that's right. Wheeler's next, so.
Yeah, we know you're looking forward to that one. We will see you there on the Tennessee River. What's it going to take to win there?
I say 27.
27 pounds, okay. I'm going to hold you to it. Hold you to it. Last 2 teams coming up is what I'm hearing. 221 teams rolled out of here at Smith Lake Dam this morning, trying to win $15,000, not counting that Phoenix bonus money. Got to wait on this computer to work. I know this young man right here. It took me a long time to get to your name today, buddy. Zach Marcus and John David Beppert. I was just calling names and calling names. 5 bass, 872. Not the tournament you wanted, but, hey, you know the next place pretty good if we're going to Wheeler Lake. You looking forward to it?
I am. Going to have a better boat number there, too, so spend a little bit more time closer to home. This place ain't the TVA. Ain't no concrete around here.
No current, no concrete, buddy. We'll see you at the next one. And then there was one. The last men standing with a 5 bass limit, too, looks like. He's got his crew coming up here. Bodyguard. Boat 216, Jamie Smith and Michael Raines. 5 fish. 5 that go 12-23 for Jamie Smith and Michael Raines. How are you, man? You got the crew here? How are you? Come on over here on camera. We gotta get you on camera.
Good.
Good. Do you like to fish?
Yeah.
Do you catch big fish? How big? Show me. This big? That's pretty awesome. I think Miss K ought to give you something just for coming up here. You definitely win the cute award today. Do you catch bass? I catch it all. Doesn't matter. You just like catching fish. We'll see you at Wheeler Lake. Good job today. Thank you for coming to see us. All right, the scales are closed officially. And we are going to sort things out, hand out some hardware, hand out some checks. On top, we got Craig Grubbs and Matt Ferguson with 20, 26, and a 7:01 Mountain Dew Big Bass right now. Unreal day. Smith Lake Largemouth showing up to the party. Steve Jacques and Jordan Wiggins in second, 20:03. Wesley Sams and Craig Daniel going to round up in third place, 18:10. Fourth place, the Anais, Fisher and Ryan, 17:82. Fifth place, Alan Hayes, Danny Bishop, 16:98. Sixth place, Dylan Tucker, Greg Tucker, 16:70. And seventh place, John Kellett, Zeke Gossett, 16:41. Eighth place, Damian Willis, Tyler Cocker, 16:22. Ninth place, Bob Power, who did not break our camera, Ryan Trammell, 15:78. Rounding out the Pro Guide Batteries leaderboard top 10, Alan Barrett, Tyler Caldwell with 15:47 on the day. We appreciate everybody tuning in. Everybody showing up live here, Smith Lake Dam, to watch it all go down. I want to know how many limits we got, but we won't know that for just a little bit. John's going to owe me a Coke or a Mountain Dew. He definitely has to buy supper at the Bassmaster Classic. I think we're going to be right, though, Daniel. I think it's going to be more what we said.
The Alabama Bass Trail is brought to you by Phoenix Boats, Landers McClarty Chevrolet, McGraw-Webb Chevrolet, and by Academy Sports and Outdoors.
At Phoenix Boats, our passion for fishing is obvious. Whether it's a pro event or fishing with our family and friends,
we truly love the sport of fishing.
That's why our goal is to make every single Phoenix boat that goes out the door the best fishing platform it can be in both design and construction.
We love to fish as much as anyone, and we believe it shows in every boat we build.
Phoenix Boats, built by anglers for anglers.
Here at Landers McClarty Chevrolet, it's time to pick your offer on a new Chevy Silverado 1500. That's right, pick the offer that's best for you. Choose rates as low as 2.9% for 72 months, or how about up to $12,000 off all Silverados? They have the best selection in years with over 500 pre-owned vehicles available. Big store, big on savings, and big on customer service. Visit LandersMcClartyChevrolet.com.
Welcome to Minnow King. How can I help you?
Everything looks good. I'm friggin' starving, man. Been spawning all morning.
Ugh, TMI, bro. What do you want?
I'll take a Crush City freeloader and gizzard shad.
Anything to drink.
Water.
Pull ahead, please. Welcome to Minnow King.
We're gonna have what he's had. Yeah, throw me in a Ned BLT, too.
Pull ahead, please.
Calm down. Quit feeding so much.
Hey, man, I'm trying to, man.
If you overfeed him, he's gonna hide under a log.
The perfect checking account doesn't exist. Not at a bank, that is. So why do you keep looking there? At AmFirst, you can get no minimum balance or monthly fees, an instant issue debit card, and free checks with unlimited check writing. But who doesn't want more? Like a rewards program you'll actually use, and convenient digital tools that make it easy to manage your account from anywhere. Now you could try and find that at a bank, or you could save yourself the trouble by checking with us.
Stetson Blaylock, Todd Auden, Head Fury, let's go!
Garmin Live Scope, I tell you right now, if you don't have it, you are behind. It's just wild. It's like a video game.
If you do not have that Garmin Live Scope, you are definitely missing out.
Bassmaster Classic Champion!
I grew up in the South. I love it here. Like I love the homemade taste of Jack's. Right now, get our Bacon Ranch Big Jack. All beef patties, crispy bacon, and yeah, homemade ranch. Southern style. Ain't no other way. We're good, hard-working people serving great food.
Big game today. Big game today.
Good luck. Come on in for our Bacon Ranch Big Jack or get our classic with crinkle cut fries starting at $5.49. Stop by and say hey. I'm Donna Davis, and I am all about the South.
Craig and Wesley, we followed you all first thing this morning for a couple stops. We wanted to start the show off with y'all. We followed you for a couple spots. You said you found the big one. It wasn't there, but you said going in third cast. What happened on that?
Well, it was going in there, just easing our way in the pocket, and I picked up a fluke and threw the fluke down the bank. I went twit, twit, twit. And I didn't even set the hook to start with. I finally set the hook, and it's about a 270. Well, we get down and get set up on a bedding fish, and I'm throwing and throwing and throwing. Wesley's throwing out the back in the middle of the pocket, and Wesley says, I got a bite. Sets the hook, and it's a 4.5 pounder, the biggest one we caught. And then he throws right back in there and catches a 370. I mean, it was just one of them days. And then we caught them everywhere we went all day long.
We got the first big one that you caught. We got that whole thing on camera, and then the second one, we got a really good shot of it. All day today, we called the first one a 4-pounder, the second one a 3-pounder, so we were really close on that. Talk about just the dynamic really quickly, because we talked about it during the day. A lot of times somebody's in the front bed fishing, the man in the back is doing an equally important job, but oftentimes is not throwing at that same bed fish.
Yeah, I mean, anybody that knows Smith Lake knows Craig Daniels' name, and it's associated with bed fishing. Probably the best bed fisherman that's ever been on this lake when it comes to largemouth fishing. So, I mean, if you're in my shoes, you tell yourself, all right, have the net ready and just pitch around, and hopefully you get lucky. And it's not many times on Smith Lake you get off to the start that we did this morning, then you can kind of calm down and fish for big fish all day long, and that's what we did. We went to try to find out how to catch a 5.5, 6, or a 7-pound largemouth other than the one that we found on bed, and we just never had the bite. But we was able to piece together 3 more to go with the ones that I caught this morning and call it up to 18.
We talked about a lot of times, if you're fishing the bank on Smith, a lot of times there's deep water that you can throw a shaky head at or something to just do something a little bit different to be able to catch those fish. And it looks like that's what you were doing.
Yeah, that's what I was doing. I mean, when somebody's bed fishing, all you can do is kind of drag something around, throw something on bottom, and that's what I did. And luckily, it worked out. We couldn't ask for it to win any better.
Awesome. Well, good job. Second place now. We'll see y'all in a little bit.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, man. The question is, 20 pounds on Smith, always a good bag. You said 20 pounds anywhere is a good bag, but 20 pounds, disappointed that you didn't take the lead, but it's got to be good to finish second.
I expect to win down here. Yeah. And I thought we had enough to win it because, it was kind of, the lake, not our area was tough, but everywhere else I practiced for like 2 hours yesterday, and I couldn't get them to bite nowhere else. And so we hung out up there all day, and I thought it was kind of tough yesterday. And, but, man, I don't know. I'm tickled with it. Yeah. It's 20 pounds is 20 pounds. Anywhere you catch it is a good day.
So y'all, that was all largemouth. Y'all pretty much go largemouth fishing the whole day?
Yeah, everything we weighed in was 2 foot or less. They was dirt shallow. And where we had fished, me and Jesse fished a tournament down here last week, and we went to the same area, but the fish had moved to a shallow more. We got a couple more foot of water up there, so we had to move up on the bank, and that's where the fish had moved to, was about 2 foot deep compared to where they was last week, and about 4. So they just, they're fixing to spawn at any time. All them fish was just healthy as they could be. And but yeah, we had to slow down. And he drug. I threw chatterbait, buzzbait, and he dragged the worm behind me, and he ended up catching the 3 biggest ones we weighed in with a worm. And but man, it's just a heck of a day.
Yeah. Awesome. Well, good job, guys. Second place, and hopefully that'll hold up. Yeah, man. Third group to weigh in, y'all weighed in over 20 pounds, and that's a good chance to win. What was your practice like compared to the tournament?
The practice was a bunch of spots. We had some good spots. We thought we could do good today, and then it rained, the largemouth moved in, the spots moved out.
Was your practice 20 pounds worth of spots?
No, but it was 14, 15, 16 pounds.
Still a good bag.
Still a good bag.
He said you caught him cranking. Did anything, the baits or anything change from the spot? Did the baits or anything change from the spots to largemouth?
No, just the fish changed.
Just the fish.
Yeah.
Well, they changed for the better.
They did.
Hopefully we'll be talking to y'all here in a little bit.
Sir,
yeah, man.
So.
The Alabama Bass Trail is sponsored by Rapala, VMC, Crush City, TH Marine.
At Phoenix Boats, our passion for fishing is obvious. Whether it's a pro event or fishing with our family and friends,
We truly love the sport of fishing.
that's why our goal is to make every single Phoenix boat that goes out the door the best fishing platform it can be in both design and construction.
We love to fish as much as anyone, and we believe it shows in every boat we build.
Phoenix Boats, built by anglers for anglers.
I leave nothing to chance when it comes to hooks. They are the most critical part of the equation.
This is truly the best hook I've ever used.
Thinner, stronger, slicker, all the pluses that you really want in a hook. That red line right in the roof of her mouth, exactly where you want to get them.
When you have the opportunity to create something good, you might as well make this great, and I think that's what we did with the Red Line series of hooks.
The TH Marine Hydrowave H2 KVD Edition is a surefire way to ignite a feeding frenzy. The Hydrowave utilizes a sound-emitting technology that imitates bait fish and other feeding fish below the surface that preys on the competitive nature of bass and other game fish to get you more bites. The Hydrowave is another way that TH Marine has you covered from transom to trolling motor.
Big companies get bigger and bigger and talk about their fancy labs where they study fish behavior. But then they all go golfing on the weekend. We don't have a large laboratory to test baits. Why, you ask? We don't need a big laboratory because our pros fish, our employees fish, our salespeople fish, our suppliers fish, our mold builders fish, our owners fish, and our kids fish. This is our laboratory. Our R&D comes from time on the water, learning how to make fish bite. We don't have other hobbies. We fish. We fish all year in all conditions across the whole country. All that time on the water brings us thousands of hours of testing new products and improving current ones for all species. We're a family-owned U.S. company that has many of our products made in America by American workers. The products we don't make in America, we make in Guatemala, which supports many families in that country as well.
Hear that sizzling? That's bologna whispering. I'm back. The Big Bologna Breakfast Sandwich is back at Jack's. 2 thick-cut slices of fried bologna, eggs, and cheese on Texas toast for $3.99. Jack's, all about the South.
Live coverage of the Alabama Bass Trail is brought to you by Garmin, Power Pole, Big Bite Baits, Mountain Dew, Yamaha.
At Phoenix Boats, our passion for fishing is obvious. Whether it's a pro event or fishing with our family and friends,
We truly love the sport of fishing.
that's why our goal is to make every single Phoenix boat that goes out the door the best fishing platform it can be in both design and construction.
We love to fish as much as anyone, and we believe it shows in every boat we build.
Phoenix Boats, built by anglers for anglers.
Here at Landers McClarty Chevrolet, it's time to pick your offer on a new Chevy Silverado 1500. That's right, pick the offer that's best for you. Choose rates as low as 2.9% for 72 months, or how about up to $12,000 off all Silverados? They have the best selection in years with over 500 pre-owned vehicles available. Big store, big on savings, and big on customer service. Visit LandersMcClartyChevrolet.com.
Some things ain't worth keeping. Yesterday's traditions, today's adventures, tomorrow's memories. Now that's something worth keeping. Fish Alabama and find your keeper.
For more information, visit fishalabama.org.
Things you let me see. Things you let me see.
I grew up in the South. I love it here, like I love the homemade taste of Jack's. Right now, get our Bacon Ranch Big Jack. All beef patties, crispy bacon, and yeah, homemade ranch. Get the Bacon Ranch or our classic Big Jack starting at $5.49 with fries.
The Alabama Bass Trail, brought to you by Halo Fishing, Net Bait, Bait Fuel, Snag Proof.
At Phoenix Boats, our passion for fishing is obvious. Whether it's a pro event or fishing with our family and friends,
We truly love the sport of fishing.
that's why our goal is to make every single Phoenix boat that goes out the door the best fishing platform it can be in both design and construction.
We love to fish as much as anyone, and we believe it shows in every boat we build.
Phoenix Boats, built by anglers for anglers.
Here at Landers McClarty Chevrolet, it's time to pick your offer on a new Chevy Silverado 1500. That's right, pick the offer that's best for you. Choose rates as low as 2.9% for 72 months, or how about up to $12,000 off all Silverados? They have the best selection in years with over 500 pre-owned vehicles available. Big store, big on savings, and big on customer service. Visit LandersMcClartyChevrolet.com.
Nobody wants to run out of power when they're on the water. There is a better way. Introducing the Charge Marine Power Management Station from PowerPole that does the work of 3 devices: a traditional battery charger, a charge on the run, and an emergency start system. PowerPole Charge.
Let's go!
Ooh, I love it.
Let's go. I think we should get some more.
She got it good too. T-boned it.
Let's go!
I love it.
Cheers!
Let's go.
I grew up in the South. I love it here. Like I love the homemade taste of Jack's. Right now, get our Bacon Ranch Big Jack. All beef patties, crispy bacon, and yeah, homemade ranch. Southern style. Ain't no other way. We're good, hard-working people serving great food.
Big game today.
Big game today.
Good luck.
Come on in for our Bacon Ranch Big Jack or get our classic with crinkle cut fries starting at $5.49. Stop by and say hey.
Hey.
I'm Donna Davis, and I am all about the South.
Welcome back to Smith Lake. We're wrapping up this event here. Miss Kay, they called them today.
They did. I mean, anytime you come to Smith Lake, you expect a lot of limits, but a 701 largemouth, I don't think anybody saw that, but over 20 pounds to take the win, and new winners on the Alabama Bass Trail, so that's fun.
That's always fun. Let's hand out some hardware and hand out some checks. We're going to start with the third place team. One of our favorites coming in, Wesley Sams and Craig Daniel, 18-10 on the day, is going to net them $6,200. Not a bad little Saturday here in Jasper, Alabama. For 2 of the hammers here on Smith Lake. Great job, guys. Second place, another one of those Smith Lake hammers filling in today and fishing with Steve JQ's Jordan Wiggins. They had 20.03 coming up just short of the win today. Good job, boys. Going to take home $7,500 and some hardware. Do you have any more room for trophies at the house?
Man, these are my favorite. The money spins, but man, I love collecting these trophies. Oh. Man, I got them. I ain't got them like out in the house, but I got them in my closet. I got a big walk-in closet, and I got them all on the shelf, so it's pretty neat. These are my favorite.
You've got plenty from Smith Lake over the years. Congratulations on a great day. 20 pounds. Does he share the money with you?
No.
He doesn't? Shame on him for that, I say.
I just can't. He spends a lot of money on me.
Oh, you heard it here first. Spends a lot of money on me, she says. Wiggins and JQs. Extra $2,500 just for having one of those beautiful Phoenix boats. That first flight money. Love to see it. Pays to run a Phoenix in the Alabama Bass Trail, and it's for sure. And taking the win here today. $23,000 going home to Craig Grubbs and Matt Ferguson with 2026 here on Smith Lake and a 701 Mountain Dew Big Bass. $23,800. I need a loan if you guys are listening. Great Saturday on Smith Lake. First time winners on the Alabama Bass Trail. Congrats, guys. Get some pictures there. 2 20-pound bags on Smith Lake on this beautiful Saturday. We appreciate the city of Jasper, all the help we had getting these boats in the water this morning. The ABT crew. Great payday. Paid out $63,000, a little north of $63,000 overall. Paying the top 40 here. The 40th place check is going to be $1,265 today to get paid up. $1,265. Gary Thacker and Keith Marsh going to take that last check today. Run through this top 10 again. Congrats, guys. We appreciate y'all. See you at Wheeler Lake. Craig Grubbs and Matt Ferguson going to take the win 2026. Steve JQ's Jordan Wiggins 2003. Wesley Sams, Craig Daniel 1810. They're in third. Fisher and Ryan and I 1782 in fourth. Alan Hayes, Danny Bishop 1698. Dylan Tucker, Greg Tucker, sixth place. 1670. John Kellett and Zeke Gossett in seventh place, 1641. Eighth place, Damian Willis and Tyler Kiker of 1622. Bob Power, Ryan Trammell, 1578 and ninth. And rounding out our top 10, Alan Barrett and Tyler Caldwell, 1547. We appreciate all 225 teams that fished with us, signed up for the Alabama Bass Trail North. We will see y'all at Wheeler Lake for the next one in the north, and in Lake Logan Martin for the next ABT South. Appreciate everybody that watched at home, and we'll see y'all down the road.
This live coverage of the Alabama Bass Trail has been presented by AmFirst Credit Union and sponsored by Phoenix Boats, Landers McClarty Chevrolet, McGraw-Webb Chevrolet, Jax, Garmin, Rapala, BMC, Crush City, Pro Guide Batteries, Mountain Dew, TH Marine, American Baitworks, and Sweet Home Alabama.